Hello, wonderful listeners, and welcome to a lovely Star Trio game here in Toonkind universe, multiverse now, I suppose. Man, I'm just so excited. This is going to be so fun. I am joined by, if it wasn't clear, three wonderful players. And if you'd like to introduce yourselves from top to bottom.
Hello, it's me, Arso Obsessions, the person who's always at the top of the list because my name starts with an A. Hi! I'm also known as Obby, and today I'm going to be playing Primrose Poodle, the puppy of the Star Trio.
I fucking love her so much.
You.
Hi, I'm playing Tobias, the UPN that always gets put in situations.
Today is no different.
It's never different. It's always the same, and we love it.
Hi, I'm Vamp. That might actually be a name you haven't heard in a long time. Hi, I'll be playing the Magic Man, the Star Boy, Mersel for the first time since March.
Woohoo! Return of the Star Boy.
Yeah, it's been
Return of the
4
King.
months and I haven't played him once.
Return of the King.
I mean, yeah. I love Mersel and Primrose so much, and I miss them.
Oh, mood.
Listen, this is Mersel. It's 4 months of downtime. At this point, Mersel is climbing the walls.
The first month of downtime was like, oh, cool, I can finally chill out. And then it became, when do I get to do something?
Exactly.
Yep.
Although
it also
crawling in my
means
brain
that-
too.
Although it probably also means that Tobias and Primrose are just sweating because he's never had downtime this long.
They see Mersel on the ceiling like a spider.
I
No,
feel
you
we've
know
gotten
what?
off topic.
No, you know what? You know what? In his spare downtime, Mersel is so bored that he started making chocolate sculptures like that one chocolate
Oh
guy.
no. Oh no.
Chocolate stuff.
That's when you know
Oh
it's
my
bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything in their house was chocolate or cake.
No.
Television, chocolate.
We are
Just
stopping
more
this
cake.
conversation immediately. This is going into cursed territory.
Oh, this is getting worse. Okay, we're gonna start. Sorry, I was also thinking my computer wasn't charging, so I had to switch cords. Anyway, technical difficulties.
Don't
Ow.
worry about it.
Okay, I'm fine. I think everything is good. Everything is chill. I looked over and I was like, that's not a light. That's a light that should be on that is not.
It's fine.
Now
fine.
it's
cool.
charging.
It's chill.
You're good.
There is no problem whatsoever.
No. Okay. Well, I guess I realized, I'm sorry, I was so preoccupied, I don't think I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm the DM.
And we love you so much.
I love you guys too. I love you guys. I'm so excited to play with your characters and throw them into situations and things. It's honestly,
As
it's an
one
honor.
does. Wait, I am very glad. I love you, and doing games with you is always a delight.
Well, you're gonna kill me. I have to DM. Gosh.
Finger guns
Okay.
can never escape.
Wow, can't believe Lewis killed fucking Chloe.
I'm
I
dead.
kill everyone.
This is now an FPS. You guys have no DM. Bye.
Welcome to the Ghost Realm. We have ghost taxes.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, fine. It's 24 minutes.
We're
past
going.
game
We're
time.
going.
We're doing it.
I have things to say. Are we all ready?
Yes.
Are we all good?
Yes.
All
we're
right.
good.
We're all-
Then we shall begin. It's a lovely day in Toontown, and the three of you have found yourselves out on a stroll through a marketplace. There are lots of Toons spending their morning picking up fresh produce or handmade trinkets for their loved ones. Merchants are shouting out their deals, and the sun beats down on the sea of heads moving through the streets. You've heard rumors of a legendary pie cart that only appears once every few months, and supposedly, it's here today. After weaving through the streets and searching for this booth, you finally find it with a long line stretching away from the counter. The sign above it reads, Piemeister, master of pie lore and historian of desserts. Behind the counter stands a large classic worn human Toon and an apron stained with the various colors of berries and fillings, complete with a skewed chef's hat on top. He's deeply engrossed in telling stories to his current customers, waving his hands about in a dramatic fashion. While you're in line, you're welcome to chat a bit, so let's check in. How are you all feeling today?
Man, I think Tobias might actually be the one who dragged them near.
That would make sense.
So Tobias dragged him here because because Mersel's making so many chocolates and cakes, and Tobias
He
like,
needs to stop. Also
You need to
because
cease.
also because Tobias is very used to marketplaces. He had a lot
Mhm.
in this hometown when he was younger. And so it's nice to go to one. And he wants to drag his lovely partners there with him.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
well, it smells delicious,
think-
I'll tell you that right now.
think Primrose is practically vibrating in excitement. She is a big sweet tooth.
Aww. Wrong
I will also
character.
say that she's also like, you know, like how in like in movies, movie actors will dress in like a sunglasses and a stupid hat to not get recognized.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Primrose has like really big star-shaped sunglasses.
God.
Oh my
you're
gosh.
You're
And a
freaking
sun
right.
hat
They need
so
disguises. At
big.
least Tobias and
Yeah, otherwise they'll get swarmed.
Yeah, totally.
God, when will Tobias
Meanwhile,
do this
Mersel walking around without a disguise because he's not a movie star.
He's just vibing and will love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like
God,
Tobias might have used alter safe to alter self to look like Pubby Boy that he has done in Disastrous Due Date 2.
Oh, that's
Obby.
so good.
Puppy.
Oh my
Puppy.
gosh.
Two
I love
plus.
that.
missed opportunity to give Tobias a fake mustache. No.
Dog with mustache.
Dog with
Dog with mustache. Even better.
Twice is unrecognizable.
Exactly. But this is not your beautiful boy.
It's a beautiful boy, just not the same beautiful boy.
Just the same. Well, you all have waited in this line and you're so excited and you're ready to, have this legendary pie, whatever it is, this mysterious Piemeister. Finally, you've arrived. You walk up to the counter. It's your turn. The Piemeister says goodbye to his customers before you and turns to you with a large grin.
Good morning, everyone.
Cry Lord.
Jesus
You
fucking Christ.
look like you're looking for pie.
I die instantly. What the fuck?
That's a second to recover. But then, I
Okay,
think
was that
Merse-
someone else or was that a voice mod?
It's a voice mom.
What are you talking about? I'm no voice mod, I'm person. I make pie. I'm the Piemeister. You wait in my line all day. Come on now. What pie you like? I have lots of pies.
This is not
What
a voice
flavor
box.
do you have, sir?
Today I've got a
Merse.
few specials. I've got cherry, apple, banana cream, lemon meringue, key lime, peanut butter, and this one that's not apple pie but looks like apple pie. I call it mock apple pie.
I'm terrified of the mock apple pie. I think Tobias is going to take this one.
They're all amazing. They're very good. You can't go wrong. And today, I have limited supply. I have enough for each of you to have one of any pie on that list that you like. After that, sorry, I'm out. No more pies for you.
I think Mersel actually just like considers this and then kind of like goes, "Can I have all of them?"
No! No such thing for you. One pie per person, or go back into the line and stand at the far end and try again. By the way,
Okay,
there are
that's
some
fair.
pies that are not pies. Did you know this? Did you know Boston cream pie is not actually a pie at all, but it's actually a cake? Anyways, I digress.
I know, fucked up, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Of course, I know that. It's not like I'm a big Karen.
No, of course not. I see that. You're amazing.
Oh
Okay, I might have to eat pie myself. I'm just like curious what you like. What's your favorite pie?
I do like me a key lime. Key lime is very good.
Oh,
Can I get the key lime?
this key lime special. So, I don't know if you know, but I put a lot of extra ingredients in my pies. That's why people like the pies so very, very much. So this key lime pie is beneficial. Let us just say that. Enjoy this pie with my gratitude. Please tell everybody where you got it. I am the Piemeister, master of desserts and historian of all pies. How about you? What do you like?
Mersel has been like kind of like like kind of flipping a coin in the background to decide which pie to get because he doesn't actually have a preference for the flavors on display, so he ends up getting the peanut butter.
Peanut butter. You can't go wrong with peanut butter, you know? I kind of like a slice of peanut butter myself now and again, but sometimes, it doesn't fit. If you're having a nice jelly pie, then it's great. You have slice of jelly, slice of peanut butter. Oh man, that's the best. But today, no jelly for you. Peanut butter? You want the peanut butter? You just gotta say yes, and maybe a please would be cool too.
Come on, Mersel. Vamp is dead.
God.
I
Anyway, Mersel's just nodding and smiling.
cringing.
Okay, I'm gonna read your body language to say, I think you want that peanut butter. If I'm wrong, you give me a wink or something, okay? So,
It's a reverse wink.
I'm gonna take that as a wink, and here you go. Peanut butter pie for you.
Wait, hold on. Please give me a second. I just zoned out entirely and I missed
I love
everything.
you so much,
I was
Vamp.
saying. There's too much going on.
Okay, I'll give you a beat or two, okay? You think about those pies a second.
No,
How about you?
I'm fine with peanut butter.
Oh, you're fine with the peanut butter? You better be fine with this peanut butter because it's amazing. I make the peanut butter myself. I use a recipe from the ancient Greeks. They passed it on to the Romans, and then I stole it. But hey, that's just me.
Tobias leans over to Primrose. Who the fuck are the Romans and Greeks?
They're historical people in another land that I sometimes sneak over to. It's okay. You don't need to know nothing. In fact, it's better if you don't tell nobody.
Alright.
Mersel is just like, you know what? This might as well happen. I'm close already to goddamn weird.
Alright, so I got the peanut butter. I got the key lime. You got one more pie coming up here off that list. You got the cherry, which is amazing. Apple.
I'm very curious about the mock apple pie.
Oh, are you now? Well.
Yeah.
What you know about mock apple pies?
Nothing.
Well, then you'll never know if it's a real apple pie or if I gave you a mock apple pie, will ya?
I'm sure I can see the difference if I taste both, but
If you taste them, you will definitely know there's a difference. All my pies
Yeah.
have special ingredients, and they're different. Each pie is different in its own way. So, would you like that mock apple pie? I'll wrap it up all nice for you and put it in a box with a bow on it.
I would love the mock apple pie.
All right! Let me get to work packaging these pies and handing them off to you. And by the way, did you know that once upon a time there was a general in an army and he actually outlawed the eating of pies because he considered them to be of the privileged? It took a long time for them to get rid of that particular rule. That's crazy, peoples.
God damn. Congratulations, you killed Obby.
So for those of you who haven't picked up on it yet, my father is here guest starring as the Piemeister, his lovely
Amazing.
character.
I love Chloe's father.
Hello, you are amazing.
Thank you so much. It was an honor to be a part of it.
That was wonderful.
So Piemeister is now a
Lord.
canonical character. You're welcome. And you all
Amazing.
get a lovely pie to take with you and use at any point during this game. And if you don't end up using it during this game, you can use it after as well. And I will tell you what exactly it does.
Ooh.
You can either eat the pie or throw the pie for 2 different effects. And
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Love this.
Weaponry.
And yeah, he hands you each your pie. You want to do a goodbye?
I appreciate you coming to find me. I'm not always around, but boy, oh boy, if you ever hear of me, you come find me. I'll give you more pies. Okay, now get out of the way.
Yes.
More people in line. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Piemeister, master of pies.
Thank you, Piemeister.
You're welcome.
We
Bye-bye.
are so gracious for your wares.
Baker's quiver before him.
And Primrose does like a very exaggerated bow as she like holds her pie.
Oh, Primrose beloved.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was great.
Congrats.
Oh,
You all have pies now that you're welcome to use.
we've completed the pie puzzle.
You've completed my pie puzzle.
Oh,
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, so just so I know,
mm-hmm.
so Prim, you got the key lime. Tobias got a mock
Second.
apple pie,
Mm-hmm.
and Mersel got the peanut butter.
Yep.
3 wonderful choices,
Fear.
and you can use them at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So, fantastic. You start walking away with your pies, and before we go any further, I need you all to make a perception check.
Lovely.
Oh, boy. I did say Primrose is wearing sunglasses, so she's not wearing the glasses
Oh,
that give her
19 for
proficiency.
myself.
So which means this is just a... Oh no, this is...
Everybody despises perception checks. Go ahead.
Are you
Abby.
ready to see Prim's perception check, Chloe?
Yeah.
Oh, great!
Oh, sweetheart.
4!
And
Oh,
a
boy!
15.
Okay, so you have a 19, a 4, and a 15. Okay, here's what I'll say.
Oh, it smells so good. You guys, smell it!
I love it. Primrose, sweetheart.
Prim doesn't see any or hear anything coming. Prim's just too engrossed in the pie, and that's completely valid. Mersel, and Tobias, you hear shouts coming down the street. Things like, hey, and watch it, and look out! And you actually are able to glance back and see 2 people running in your direction, and kind of creating a split in the crowd, but knocking into a lot of people, just causing a general commotion. And get ready to roll those dice again because I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh.
Dexterity,
I'm actually pretty good at that. Thank the gods. Unfortunately, I said that and I jinxed myself.
Also, I will
I'm gonna
say,
do it.
if we want to say
No,
that you
it's
put your
fine.
pies in your hammer's spaces and that they are safe, that is completely valid.
Tobias
Okay.
has done so, it's fine.
Mhm.
I'm doing it at disadvantage because Prim does not know this is
Mhm.
coming.
Yes, please do.
You know what? I'm using a luck point. Never mind.
No, you
And
don't.
only 8. Also 8.
Oh my gosh,
Prim.
this is actually really funny. So, here's the thing. As the two tunes approach you, they burst through the middle of your group and end up knocking into all of you, no matter what. The dex saves are going to be more of like how well you recover. They burst through you and they just barely a sorry before they just keep on running.
Hold on. Consider when they fucking slam into us, there's the sound of bowling pins.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Strike!
No, actually, this makes sense because, like, if they, like, we're so good at avoiding things, but if they're already hitting him, like, he is a twig.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Sweetheart.
well, I'll say this. What happens is they run between you three. They run between from Mersel, you guys end up being on one side, and Tobias, you're on the other. And Tobias, you actually get hit with most of it. You do roll a 18, so you're able to dodge a little bit, but you get hit with something else as well. There's a flash of blue,
lovely.
and you start to feel a little bit dizzy as you literally tumble back into one of the stalls, and we will come back to you. Luckily, you're not going to have to take any bludgeoning damage from that, because if you did get an 18, so you're able to somersault your way through it. But, yeah. Prim and Mersel, you both got 8s. So...
There was just a loud dog yelp, like a...
Yeah. You actually fall into each other and do the whole, like, you're also rolling in, like, a ball, but, like, tangled up in each other and knock into the other side of the street. And you land in you knock over a bunch of crates of apples and oranges and lemons and fruits, and just, like, have I guess, what do your characters have flying over their heads if they're knocked out? Or stunned, I should say. You're not knocked out. Stars. Yes.
Primrose sees little birds, one of which is actually her familiar Kwee-Kwee.
Oh, that's even better. That's so good.
That's so cute.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna keep on you guys for a second. You, have been knocked away, and you don't seem, you seem to be missing a party member. You're able to...
Pretty birdies! Look at them fly around in little circles!
Can you each make me a Constitution saving throw to see how fast you recover from this?
Terrible.
Oh my... You guys need to stop rolling the same! What is
Never.
going on? What?
They are in perfect sync.
Perfect sync. I mean, that's 2 11s. So it's not a fast recovery. It's definitely you do recover, but it takes a second of staring at stars and birds before looking around and realizing that you've knocked into a bunch of stuff, and there seems to be one less person with you, and oh no, you should probably go find him.
It's fine. It's cool. It's chill.
Primrose just very dizzily, like, stands up and, like, uses one of the crates to pull herself up. And then there's just, like, she does, like, the whole dog shake thing to shake away all the birds.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's not how I expected the morning to go, but you know what? This is what we're going to do. Alright, and then She's just gonna hold a hand out to Mersel to help him back up.
Mersel takes it like there's still stars like spinning over his head because he only has a +1 con.
Oh,
Primrose is just gonna straighten him up, dust him off, and shoo the little stars away.
Where's Toby?
What? Don't know. Toby, and Primrose is gonna start looking around like her little nose doing sniffs.
mm-hmm.
Where's his partner?
So you guys start looking, and I'm gonna cut back to Tobias. Tobias, you found yourself crashed into a few large crates of yourself on the other side. They seem to have toppled over under your weight, but that's odd because you currently don't feel big nor heavy enough to knock those over, and they actually seem a lot bigger than you remember, and so does the rest of the world. Can you make me a perception check, please?
Oh, great!
Oh my god.
That is a 17.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. You're looking around, you look down, you're definitely smaller. And your hands don't really feel like hands anymore. In fact, if you look at them, you find wings? Like bird wings? That's not normal. That's not supposed to be there. And in fact, your legs also appear to be talons. Oh no. You're a bird of some kind? What would you like to do?
I feel like there's a cut where you see a little more of the scene all around, and there's just a bird scream.
Well,
And he just does his best to try and get out of his situation and get out.
Yeah.
Doing little bird hops. Hop, hop, hop.
Little bird hops.
Lil Hawk, who's not happy about this.
Yeah. What I want to know what the first thought that actually went through Tobias's mind was.
I don't think there was much thought, mostly scream.
Okay. That's a valid thought in
A little bit of what the fuck and Grolix.
Good.
Mostly
Good.
Grolix.
Yeah, if you're panicking and looking around, you'll actually find the booth that you've knocked yourself into is actually sells mirrors. And so if you turn around, there's a lot of mirrors, and they're all surrounding you, and you're kind of met with a sight like no other, because looking down is one thing, but looking in a reflection, that's you, but it's not you. It's a small Yuthiean hawk.
That I had a lot of fun of drawing.
Yes. So I think at this point, if Prim and Mersel, if you guys want to make perception checks. Oh my gosh! There's more! Yes! I'm putting all these in.
Oh boy, perception check. 11.
Okay.
Primrose.
11 into 16. It's a little difficult, because, you know, you're looking for Tobias. You know, your boyfriend, not a bird. So, I will say this, Prim, you probably are, you know, more panicked out of the two, just like, you know, you're going around yelling and trying to find him and stuff. You can't see him anywhere. You can't see him anywhere. You're just kind of like looking at on top of all the heads. You're like, you know, bouncing up and down, trying to see over the crowd. Like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Mersel, you're taking probably a more, I would not say calm approach, because this is kind of a worrying situation, but outwardly calm. You know, looking around, making sure to check every nook and cranny, and you probably have a good idea.
Also, he's very tall.
Also is very tall. And so you probably have a better idea of, like, being able to logic out the fact someone ran through you, so Tobias is probably on the other side of the street.
And I think like he goes over there to where he thinks Tobias probably is, and he kind of spots his hawk.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Mersel is I'm not even gonna make an intelligence roll because out of the three of them, he's the one who's gone through so much. So I feel like he would be the one who connects the dots like fastest.
Uh-huh. Okay. I would agree. And at this point, I actually, as a DM, I want to step back a little bit and let you guys roleplay the situation out. am here to answer questions.
Lovely.
But think of this this little section a la FPS, where you guys are figuring out the situation with your characters. Again, I'm here to answer questions. If you need to make rolls, I will dictate what those are, and help in that sense. But I want you guys to, this is an interesting situation for your characters. Have at it.
Like, honestly, the first thing I'm thinking of is that there's definitely a bit of a scene happening because there's a burn now.
Yeah.
that doesn't know what the fuck it's doing and kind of upping around and trying to approach people, but also that's a hawk, so probably people don't really want to come near it.
Yeah, there's definitely commotion in the crowd. Like, if you hop near people, they're gonna, like, back away, like, go around you, and be like, look a little nervous, because, I mean, is it like, offensive? Does it want to attack? I don't know. Let's just keep around it.
I think, Mersel just kind of, like, stares, because that's a Yubian hawk, and, like,
and, like, you recognize the colors. Like, you have the shard.
Yeah, and he knows shenanigans. He, out of all people, knows shenanigans. So I think it's just a thing where he crouches down in front of the hawk and kind of sighs and goes, "Oh, Toby."
When he notices you, he immediately like runs as best as he can. Definitely falls down once or twice.
Like,
Oh,
his little
And
legs.
I think Mersel first like pulls on his glove to make sure that it's secure before he offers it to Toby. A good thing about wearing gloves, your hot boyfriend can climb on without stabbing you with his claws.
Boyfriend. Good.
It's fine, it's cool, still.
Smart.
meanwhile, I think like Prim in the background this whole time, like you occasionally see like her head pop up above the crowd and like look around. It's definitely the gag of like she like peers off to the side of one person, calls out for Tobias, and then she disappears back. And then a few seconds later, she's at like a completely different section of the crowd, and she like slowly rises up with like like one of those viewing things on submarines. With one of those,
with like one
and then
big
she
eye.
lowers back down, and then she's in another part of the crowd, just hopping up and down.
Oh, Prim.
I love it.
Primmy, I found him.
Oh! And then Primrose
Wait,
makes a
please tell
beeline
me,
for you,
like-
and maybe bumps into several people on the way, but
Wait, please tell me her tail is like spinning around like the propeller of a submarine.
yes. Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Just brrr.
I think Sal kind of like looks back on the hawk Tobias again and just like, he looks so cute as a hawk though.
He looks at you very annoyed, and he tries to do words. They're definitely just bird noises.
Mm-hmm.
We're so like
Yes!
he's,
Oh!
no, he's so cute.
Okay, 1, cute. 2, what?
More bird noises.
Okay, hold on. Primrose is Frankenolly, which means she can cast the speak with animals. So she will do that, and so that she can actually talk with her boyfriend.
Okay. You can now
Okay,
understand Hawk boyfriend.
For 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
What does he use that for? Hello!
Okay. Okay. I can understand you now. Okay. What happened? You know what happened?
No! I don't know!
Oh boy. Okay.
Not a
Hold on.
Yeah.
Primrose is actually gonna first she's
There's a
gonna
little
hold
bit more
out a hand
growlers.
to see if Tobias will crawl out onto her arm, hop over.
He'll try. He's definitely still not very steady on his talons,
No,
but he'll
yeah,
try.
you might need to... I'm gonna say, just in general, make a acrobatics? Yeah, make
Okay,
an acrobatics check.
That's good. It's good at acrobatics. It's fine.
Because you're currently perched on an arm, and that's one thing to balance on, especially
And
with...
he needs to get on another.
And you need to get on another, so definitely...
18. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you
He
figure out the
does not
balance
fall
thing...
to the ground.
Yeah, you figure out the balance thing with, like, wings and tail pretty quickly. It's still a new sensation to, like, try to figure this out, but...
He spreads out his wings to try and balance himself. He definitely, like, accidentally hit Mersel or Primrose in the face with one.
It is soft and feathery.
Yeah, there's
Does
like a
a
loud
little fat-
squeaky toy noise as it hits your nose.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Careful. Okay. Here, let me look over you. And Primrose is going to give Tobias a once over, like turn him around in her arms so that she can look behind him and then below him and above him. Like, essentially what she's doing right now is looking for an object, because Primrose herself has a cursed object which can turn her into a dog. We'll we'll hit that
Don't
road
worry
bump
about
if
it.
it happens to hit. I will put the item description in the chat though, so that you know what I'm talking about, Chloe.
Is Primrose gonna become a dog out of solidarity?
No, it only happens when she gets a nat 1 on a wisdom check.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That's so good.
But for now she's like looking over Tobias to see if it's like similar causes.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what her brain's doing. Is this a
Totally.
cursed object?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna have you make an investigation because it's pretty clear there's nothing on here. Actually, okay, there is one thing. Never mind. I take it back. Please make me investigation, because if you get really high, there's one thing I can give you from this.
Okay. First, I'm gonna roll a d10.
Oh no!
Alright, time to pull out the fumble chart.
Oh boy!
Give me a second.
Marcella's too busy, he has extended one finger and is carefully, petting the feathers on top of Tobias's head.
I guess you could say he's cooing over him.
Yep, he is.
My heart.
22. Primrose, instead of pulling out what she wanted, pulls out like a stack of old sheet music. And she goes, "Oh, that's not it. Oh, give me a second." And she's gonna shove that back into her hammerspace, and I'm gonna roll again. Okay, that works. This time, she pulls out a giant magnifying glass.
Oh my god.
Which, hold on, I will also copy and paste what this is into the chat. This is her looking glass, a cartoonishly large magnifying glass that grants the user advantage on investigation checks, though they will have disadvantage on any stealth rolls while the glass is in use due to its size.
Wonderful. All right, roll me an investigation with advantage then.
Yeah! Alright, investigation time.
Okay. 13.
13!
13 will give you this. You get the fact that there doesn't seem to be any items on Tobias at this moment. There's definitely it's weird because he had items on him before, but they don't
Mhm.
seem to have carried over. Like, there's no bracelets on, like, his talons or anything, so that's kind of weird. It seems like he just straight up turned into a hawk. Like, that's kind of it.
Just
there doesn't
bird.
seem to be anything else.
Can Mersel roll something?
This is like druid
Yes,
stuff.
what would you like to roll?
Can Mersel roll Arcana?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
This seems like something magical, and he wants to see if he can, like, he probably wouldn't be able to, like, he just has too little information to, like, really, like, straightforwardly tell something, unless this is unless he rolls really, really fucking high. But, like, he's still gonna try to see, like, if he can make some guesses.
I think while this happens, Tobias definitely just explained the
22.
situation of got knocked over, got thrown into the stall, and like got up, and he was a bird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, I
well,
rolled a
maybe it's-
22.
Maybe it was something
Yeah.
in the stall you crashed into.
Um,
Hold on, where are you?
Oh no!
Hold on, where are your things? Hold on. And like Primrose is now using the magnifying glass to look around at the area to see if the magic items had been dropped.
there doesn't seem to be anything. And also, Cell, you can kind of see, you can definitely tell this is a transmutation. It doesn't look exactly like, any of the specific spells, but, I mean, just from the 22, you could probably guess that it has something to do with, like, some sort of modified, like, shape change, maybe?
So, like Tobias and Prim, like, you just hear some murmur under his voice, like, transmutation magic, not a specific spell. Modified version based off it, then highly likely to be from an item. Then
The hyperfixation.
yeah, and he's just like muttering to himself, like it's the anime thing where like a speech balloon appears, and like you can't even make out the words because they're all like so small and packed together.
Gods.
Yeah.
It's like it's well, I would say polymorph, but that's not quite accurate. You're still able to talk and like
I
communicate.
don't feel different mentally.
So I would actually guess that it's something like a modified world shape, and definitely seems like it might come from an item though. I can't think of a spellcaster that would be able to modify something like this.
Chloe, may I roll investigation on like the items that were on the stand that Tobias bumped into?
Yes.
Cool. Boop. That didn't work. The other one,
There's a
I think the other one is supposed to be a 14. Yeah.
Well, I will say this: it's a stall of like mirrors and stuff, and then the crates that you bumped into, were just full of like little like light fixture, like little tiny glass orbs. They just seem like decor. You're in like the decor section. But you can't find any actual like of any of Tobias's items.
Okay.
And actually the merchant at the like mirror stall goes like, are you guys gonna buy something, or can you at least, take your pet somewhere else?
Oh yeah.
The York is immediately doing some more agitated noises at this person.
Turning like a bright red.
Mersel is just like patting Toby, like, shh, it's okay, it's okay.
Since Primrose casted the spell, she will know that Tobias is cursing at him.
Good.
Actually, can Mersel cast something?
Yeah.
He's gonna try and cast the spell magic on Tobias.
Ooh.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Primrose was gonna buy something and be polite, but then he called Tobias a pet, so now she's leaving the stand. Like you.
Okay, so you have to make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Alright, yeah, hold on. Let me put it in the channel for everyone's benefit. Use one object, creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals to 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. And when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you automatically end the effects of a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of the spell slot you used. Because it's a warlock, it's a 4th level slot.
Okay.
And do I get to know what the DC for this is before I roll?
No, hard emoji.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Don't know,
No.
you don't know what spell it is, so.
Let's see. 22.
22.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Okay. I have a thing for this. Okay. So here's what happens. You try this, and for a brief second, it's almost like like flickering. Like Tobias's colors kind of start lightly flickering, like something is happening, and he like maybe flickers in and out of frame, like growing for a second, like he's a little bigger, but it slows down and he is still a hawk. But you're definitely onto something there. It's definitely some sort of magic.
Ugh.
I think Mersel just sighs and then just goes, well, there goes one of my spell slots.
I pat you.
There is a pat from Primrose who understands.
Yeah.
No, we have 2 spell slots.
No.
You did this to yourselves, beloved.
Well, yeah, because it's a factor for him to at least try it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very good. You definitely should.
it's a shame though. Like, even a 22 wasn't high enough, Pensive.
I mean, there will be no game otherwise. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
partially that, partially because of level things, but don't worry about it.
I worry
Okay.
about it.
That's horrifying, actually. But anyway, I think Marcel's just like, well, whatever is. Actually, question.
Mhm.
When you said that it started to work and then it slowed down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since Mersel casted the spell, would he be able to tell if it slowed down because like the spell was too strong for him specifically to dispel, or if it stopped for another reason?
Yeah, I think it would. I think you probably could. That it's like it's too strong, or whatever magic on here is not. You didn't. Yeah, it's too strong for you to dispel easily. There might be another way to do it, but it's gonna take outside forces.
Yeah, I think Sal kind of like looks apologetically at like Toby and goes, "I'm sorry, Toby. It looks like the spell's a bit too strong for the spell
It's
that it can work."
fine. I'm used to this kind of thing.
I think we all
Oh.
are at this point. Hey, and like Marcel should not look like this, like enriched. He's just like, it's an interesting way to spend the day.
Oh, you have
Tobias gives
been.
Mersel a look.
But
You really
well,
have been held back.
well, if since Prim didn't find anything at the stall, could
Yeah,
it
there's
be?
nothing that I saw that would have done this. It's just
And,
glass orbs.
I mean, Tobias said that there was a flash of light when he got barreled into by those tunes, right? It might be an
Oh.
item that one of them owned.
I
Yeah,
don't remember exactly what it was, but I sure felt a little bit nauseous.
Okay. Well, if it wasn't anything at the stall, then maybe we should try and go after where they went. Okay.
Oh yeah, but we couldn't find them.
At this, like,
Primrose is gonna
Again?
puff out her chest and like hold out Tobias to Mersel so Tobias can hop onto him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Primrose with all the confidence is just gonna be like, leave it to me. And she's gonna start like, she's gonna go down on all fours and start sniffing the ground.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Chloe, I think Marcel's just gonna like look for them because he's like 6'11" when he's wearing his heels. Like, yes, there is a crowd. He's still like
You're
way
taller than most of them. Well, I will tell you this. You know what direction they ran in, and there seems to be a fair bit of things falling over and commotion in their wake. So you could probably follow that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
So
visible
Saul
anymore.
just-
They definitely ran off, but oh,
Primrose.
Well,
Obby
believe
dead. Primrose
Hawkward
dead.
raped Obby left.
Primrose is too busy investigating.
Sneep, 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 sneep.
You know, it is a bit odd though. If they are just petty thieves, kind of surprising that they have an item this strong on them.
I mean, it's probably why they ran away. They probably stole that thing.
Marcel looks up to Tobias. I'm so sorry, Toby. I don't understand a single word you're saying because he didn't.
Yeah. He forgets that. He's still
it's-
talking.
In fairness, Marcel isn't casting because he knows Speak with Animal only lasts like 10 minutes. So once Prim's like casting is like over, he has to like pick up the slack on that end.
Mm-hmm. He looks grumpy again.
To everyone else, it's just talking to your bird.
Mm-hmm.
Bird talking back.
He's like, no, don't be like that. Come on, give me.
Just light red colors.
He reaches into like his hat and he takes out like he takes out like sunflower seeds.
Oh.
Mersel, I'm not. No.
And he doesn't feed them to like Tobias. He starts chewing on them himself.
The real bird was Mersel the whole time.
That's what happens when you spend so long in Dota Studios.
You become a bird.
You become bird.
Everybody becomes bird.
Yeah, he's chewing
Sometimes
on like
more literally than you would wish.
Oh man, imagine telling your dad about this one.
Yeah, no, Marcel's just like, wow, I wonder how Engineer would react when we tell him about this.
Tobias does a sigh.
It's a shame I didn't bring a camera or anything. I think he would have loved having pictures.
You get another look and a little shake of the head.
No to not having a camera?
There might be a camera booth near you.
God, you know what? I'm rolling perception.
Roll perception.
No.
13? That's a low DC and you're tall. I will say, like, a few stalls down, there is a booth that seems to be selling small, like, Polaroid-esque cameras.
No.
Mersel starts going over to it.
Tobias starts to peck his shoulder.
God, Mersel's just like, come on, Toby. An engineer would love a picture. Think of it as like an early birthday gift.
God. He's very grumpy about this. Also, Vamp is dead.
Vamp is dead also. How about you guys are headed over, Primrose is investigating. How about we all take like a short 5-minute break?
Itty bitty break for the time of people coming back.
Yeah.
I am gonna take the opportunity to go grab a snack. Then I will be right back. Hello, LGBTQ plus community. How are we doing? I am looking at the chat and I give you all a kiss on the forehead again. Yes, Jade. I love you. What do you need help with?
I need help finding my sanity.
What are you trying to draw, Jade? References for what?
Ooh. I have an entire Pinterest board of references of people riding horses if you ever need it.
Apparently it's not bad.
What?
What?
I'm ever so slightly concerned, but also, like, I'm sure that there are references of that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, oh yeah, this is what we've been waiting for.
I have absolutely no idea what to find bad. Lies down on the floor.
Oh.
Enemies to lovers. Oh boy.
How's it going, bird boy?
Awk noises.
Just so I can have this on the recording, this game was in fact inspired by a joke because
I can find the conversation.
oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's even worse. I will only say this. Animorphs.
Why do you think Tobias is a hawk in particular?
Mhm.
A red-tailed hawk.
A red-tailed hawk. Well, yeah. For those of you who don't know, one of the main characters in the Animorphs books, yes, those wild, weird children's novels from like the 90s or whatever, there's a main character named Tobias, and he gets turned into a hawk, like, permanently.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this isn't permanent, maybe.
I don't think anybody in this age is going to start treating Animorphs, but if so, spoilers for it. But anyways,
that happens in the first book, Lewis.
Yeah, I have never read Animorphs, so I cannot.
You know what's
I don't know.
That's so valid. Also, like, yeah, I used to read Animorphs in like middle school. That was my thing. It's ingrained in my brain. I'll never escape it. I still have a lot of copies, actually. I should go find them after this. I don't know. I have the copy that has Tobias turning into a hawk. I'll find a picture of it for later.
Here, of this.
Oh, there it is!
But yes, spoilers for Animorphs for anyone who wants to start reading the series. They can only stay 2 hours under the form of an animal. Tobias decides to stay into a hog for more than 2 hours and gets stuck as one.
Yeah, and then it's a whole... then it's a whole thing from there.
It's fine.
It's fine. Also, this was March. This wasn't even April. This was like end of March. Man.
Jesus Christ.
Had this in my back pocket for a while. It was also hard because making this game, I was like, I have one thing, and I have to make a game around it.
It doesn't pat you so gently. Well, I mean, there is a whole ass team of DMs, so if you ever need ideas for games, you can ask them.
Oh yeah, Jade helped a little bit. That was fun. But, yeah! Yeah, there's lots of stuff. I'll probably jump in with more plot in a second, but I need to have this photography thing taken care of. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah!
Also, I'm offering all the doodles of Bird Tobias that I've made because I'm happy with them.
Yes.
Drawing birds is hard.
Give them all. Drawing birds is so hard. I can't even do it, and I'm like the one obsessed with birds. So.
And you are a bird.
I am a bird. Really, at this point, yeah. Don't come near my nest. That's where I stash all my gold.
It goes to steal all your gold.
No.
Here, bird. Jade, you are doing this to yourself.
Oh! Oh my gosh, the inky grumpy one. The feathers.
The wet bird one is because Atomic decided that it would be funny to throw water at
It's
him.
wet. Oh my gosh.
Wet.
I'm just gonna put that in my back pocket and try to see where I can put that in here.
No!
Yes.
Oh no! Also, here, I have the one that I'm most proud of.
I love that one. Look at that
Bigger.
wing. Ah.
I'm so very glad. Wings art, bird art.
Mm-hmm. Extremely.
Awk noises. I don't know how to do them.
I used to be able to do them. I used to be able to do a lot of bird calls, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I have since forgotten, which is probably better for everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Gods. Everybody who draws birds on the regular is so fucking strong. Hi,
True.
Obby!
Hi!
Vamp's
Bird.
dead.
Oh wow.
Hello,
Oh no,
Obby.
Vamp!
It's fine.
Expensive.
We got
Everyone's
this.
dead.
Yeah. Oh, Vamp's alive!
Yeah,
I love
no. Sorry, I disappeared. E.
You're fine.
I'll
We
give
ended up
you a
taking
kiss
a
on the
break.
forehead.
So.
Fine. And
Mhm.
valid.
Are you
It's
all?
fine, it's
Are we
close.
all back and cool? Is everyone
Yes.
good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we can catch Obby up. While you were gone,
Mhm.
Mersel has spotted a booth that sells cameras, and is going to go to get one to take a photo of Toby for
Mhm.
Train Dad.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
And he has used the excuse of early birthday present, so he has convinced Tobias, who's still very grumpy about it.
Uh-huh.
We'll jump back in
Meanwhile,
right there.
Primrose is somewhere in the crowd sniffing still.
Sniffing,
You just-
sniffing, doing such a good job.
You
I'm
just
so
hear
proud.
sniffing noises.
I think like Mersel gets the camera and then like he looks at a grumpy Tobias and it's just like, think about how happy the engineer's gonna be.
Hmm?
Think about how happy he'll be looking at the pictures.
Grumpy Tobias, but he rolls his eyes as I guess.
I think like Mersel like adjusts the camera and take a picture. Then he like kisses Tobias on the cheek.
Oh,
I think like Tobias was actually like for real actually making himself ready for the picture because he might be grumpy but he's not a teenager. And then Mersel does that, so you have a very pink and fluffy bird.
And there's this click and a snap as the camera takes the photo.
it's so good. The lady at the booth actually
Favorite.
goes, "Oh, your bird is so cute."
Can't believe this.
It's adorable, isn't he?
What's his name?
Tobias O'Crowell after the movie shot.
Oh, I love
He
those
hides
films.
his face. He hides his face in Mersel's hair.
Oh, it's okay, little one. She's gonna like reach out and like,
No.
can I? Can I?
No!
Okay.
I'm sorry, he's a little shy.
It's okay. You got some good photos though, right?
I did. And he kind of looks at the person and is like, you know, this bird, like, he loves watching Total Studio movies.
Primrose are big in Paris! Help!
Oh, they're some of my
Nolan.
favorites. You know, his role as Fluke was just so good.
I know, that's why I named him Tobias O'Crowell, because he loves Total Studio movies so
Oh god,
much.
the dice roll is loaded. Ah!
Oh, someday I'd love to meet Tobias.
I'm sure that they will come eventually.
His feathers are so fucking fluffy right now.
Okay.
They're all over
19.
the place.
19. Your Primrose investigating in the crowd.
Perfect. So Prim, you find a trail. You literally find like a trail of things and items getting knocked over. And oddly, with the 19, I will tell you, you also end up finding an odd amount of like spotting other hawks and
Like animals?
animals,
Oh,
but
hawks.
specifically birds. Like, and not,
More
they all seem to be like birds of prey, like, you know, eagles, hawks, falcons, that type of thing. There's not a ton of them, but you stumble across a few, like, in the streets, or like attempting to like fly up somewhere, or just generally acting strange.
I think once Primrose notices this, she's gonna go to the closest one, maybe on the smaller side, and she still has speak with animals on, and she goes, hi, hello.
Don't get me! You said
Oh, hey, calm down,
Help!
calm down. Deep breaths in and out.
Do you know what's
Okay.
going on?
Okay.
Do you know? I was just standing there, and I don't know. A bird. Help! I need help. I need to find my boyfriend. I don't know where he went. He was gonna go grab something. I don't have.
Okay, I'm going to Primrose is gonna help out this person, but I'm also gonna roll persuasion to like just for helping calm them down.
Oh.
Yee.
Primrose, my beloved.
10. Oh, it's
Oh,
not
boy.
the best roll, but she's trying.
Yeah, they don't know who you are because you have your disguise on. They're like, the stranger is coming here. I am, you know, in a sort of panic, but she's, you know, she's trying to do her best. She's like, I don't know. I think he went like over there. I can't be seen like this. He probably won't even recognize me. I don't know what's going on.
Here. And she's going to like basically like hold out like offer her hand for Bird to step up onto.
Let me make a dex. Okay, 16. Yeah.
They're doing great.
Aw,
They're
doing great.
They managed to like kind of wobble onto your arm and kind of huddle down. This one is actually a peregrine falcon. And so she's a little bit smaller, and she's just like, I don't really know about this.
Okay. I think this is happening to a couple other folks. Funny enough, it just happened to my partner. So,
Oh,
okay.
are they okay?
I think so. And she like looks over the crowd. See where Tobias sees him being embarrassed by an onslaught.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, other people have started gathering around, being like, "Oh, it's such a cute bird." Like, you try to get other people in the crowd.
And
Every
Mersel has
single time. Every
Mersel has
single
not
time.
activated Speak with Animals. Tobias is just making bird noises at him.
Mersel is just like every single time. Mersel is just like, oh yeah, his name is Tobias of Crowell. I've heard the movie before.
Stop telling everyone!
They're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's such a
like-
good name. I'm gonna name my next pet that. That's such a
No!
Where Primrose is, she just has like the big like sweat drop. It's fine. Okay.
Prim. I'm gonna say we're gonna do this. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
Not ominous at all.
Oh, it's a nat one.
That's a nat
Oh
one.
no!
Okay.
She's so distracted trying to help this person. Like, hey, where's your boyfriend? Maybe I could bring you to him, and then we could all just like get settled, and then me and my friends can try to solve this.
So you're definitely preoccupied, and as soon as you like glance over to see where your partners went, you are bumped into, and when you look back at your arm, the bird's gone.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! Wait! Like now she's just like spinning around in circles. Like, wait, what? Hello? Where?
Yeah.
Where go? Where go?
I mean, I'm not even gonna. With your, I was gonna say with your passive perception, but you don't have a good passive perception. You probably
Yeah, no,
just,
her passive
you don't see
perception
it
is
anywhere.
8.
You don't see bird anywhere.
What? No! She's so distraught about this.
Beloved.
Just like has like a poor little meow meow expression. Like, no,
Oh,
wait. I was helping.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, maybe they got turned back. You don't know. You gotta
She
run.
doesn't know.
I am
She does not
mentally
know.
assuming the worst.
Okay, well, she tried.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the information she now has, she's gonna like head back to the others. Like, man.
There is at least 5 people surrounding poor Tobias and Mersel.
Tobias has climbed on top of Mersel's hat.
They're all like, "Can I get a photo?" No, me first.
No.
Can I get a photo with your bird?
No!
God, I think like hold on, I'm so tempted to roll charisma, but also I don't think I have to. He has a 20 charisma.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to. You are, and everyone is climbing over you. What do you want to do? It'll work.
Yeah, he's just like as he pets Tobias on his hat, he's just like, "Oh, I'd love to, but you see, I have to like track down those 2 people who barged their way through the crowd earlier. Awful manners, really, don't you agree?"
Oh, them! If you find them, please give them, what they deserve. Ugh. They messed my booth up real bad!
Yeah. I wonder, did any of you happen to see what they looked like? I got bowled over, I'm afraid. I'm a little bit unsteady on my feet, and he gives like that kind of like laugh, like, you know.
Yeah, one of them's like, "Oh, don't worry, darling. You see, I saw one of them. There seemed to be like a yellow one that was running, but the other one seemed to be chasing them. It was very weird. The other one was red, I think. They were carrying some sort of large item, like some sort of weird piece of machinery, or like a giant weird looking gun. I've never seen anything like that."
Yeah, I see.
Gun.
And he's like smile at the person who says that, like, this is like a 1,000-watt like anime like smile. You can like see like the sparkles around him, and he's just like, "Thank you so much. I'm sure they'll help me find them."
Good luck! They're all like, "Good luck, have fun, bring your bird back around here next week."
Oh, of course, I'll try. And then he raises his hands to like crush Tobias, and he presses another kiss to Tobias's cheek.
Tobias is sky blue and lavender and light red. is not happy about this.
Okay, and now Mersel will actually extract himself and be like, "I'm sorry, Toby, but it was the easiest way to get information."
It's true. It wasn't.
I think you probably met up with Prim by this point.
Yeah. Primrose finally comes back. And she just gestures to the path of destruction that she has found. Okay, so whoever those guys were, they aren't being subtle, like, at all. Also, and she will point out to other birds in the area.
Great. Lovely.
I think we have to solve this fast, because we are not the only ones being affected by this.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Great.
speaking of which, and Mersel like tells Primrose what the crowd, like someone in the crowd told him, like a rough description of the people involved. And he's like,
Okay.
machinery isn't my forte, even if it's machinery running on magic, I presume. No wonder I couldn't
Ooh,
break the spell.
maybe it's an artificer.
Oh,
Ooh.
we've dealt with a few of those. And collective wins as they remember last Halloween, probably.
We don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
about Monster Mash Bash. We don't think about Monster Mash Bash. Actually, we do think about Monster Mash Bash. Tobias has learned to fly before.
Oh!
He's been turned into a bat. He knows how to fly. It's a little different, but the motions are kind of the same.
Mm-hmm. You wanna try it?
Yeah, he's gonna try it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is acrobatics. Probably.
Cool.
Does he get advantage because he's flown before as a bat?
Yes, I would say that's fair.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a 22 though, so that's
That's straight off the bat is good. That's a 26! Okay. Yes. So I'm guessing you're still on Mersel's hat when you decide to take off.
It goes back on Mersel's hat because Mersel did grab him before.
Right.
It's better to have a high purge for this.
Yeah. You
Amazing.
successfully are able to stretch your wings and take off into the air. And that feeling.
Oh. It's fine, it's cool as shell. Don't think about it too much, even if it's fun.
Yeah.
Now's not the time.
Well, the thing about that is, you're briefly in the air and thinking back about the last time you're able to do this, when there's a whoosh, and you are suddenly caught in something and falling toward the ground.
Oh, great!
Did we see this happen?
I'm gonna say yes, and also from his... I'm guessing you were watching. I mean, if he flies off, you're probably watching him.
Tobias tried to go eye up to take a look at the crowd and see if he could see anything strange.
You did not get far. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You probably started looking around, and as soon as you were like, that's a crowd.
Something was flying towards
you get caught in something, and yeah, you're not unable to fly, and you fall toward the ground. I'm gonna say, if either one of you want to catch Tobias, you're welcome to. You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Could I argue?
I'll let you go.
It would be a reactionary thing, so yeah, a saving throw would make more sense.
And you both were watching, so you saw this happen. He is caught in a net.
Oh,
okay.
Can Tobias cast Featherfall on himself?
22!
Yes, actually. Would you like to try?
He would like to try casting. Well, it's a reaction. He doesn't need to roll anything for it.
Except, you are a bird, so I need you to roll a d10.
Lovely.
To see if he can even cast it.
8.
Okay, yeah. You're fine. You successfully cast Featherfall with no issues.
Lovely.
Primrose also got a 22 on that catch partner roll.
Yep. So yeah, basically what happens is Tobias is hit by this net, starts plummeting toward the ground, successfully casts Featherfall on himself, slows down significantly, and is lightly caught by his girlfriend. But is still wrapped in this net. So
and is desperately trying to get off.
Hey, Toby, calm down. Calm. You will just get a little bit more tangled. Let me help you out, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from. I tried. I got it in the head with it.
Okay. Well, that's not good. I don't like this. This is weird. I don't like it. Okay,
Can I ask something real quick? Because they were watching Toby.
Yes.
Would Mersel be able to roll perception or something to see if, especially because he's so tall, would he have been able to see where the net came from?
Absolutely. I was actually just about to ask you to roll perception for the same thing, so please go ahead.
I love the fact that...
Doing so badly.
I love the fact that the argument for Mersel doing perception checks is very tall.
Is tall, therefore can't see. As someone who is
Can
short,
I also roll?
I understand. Yes, you can roll. You
Mhm.
Can I
can roll as
also roll
well.
perception?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Not that it's gonna help
God.
much.
Oh
It doesn't
no!
help at
Oh,
all.
wait! That was wisdom!
Okay!
Oh
That's a
no!
nat one, but if it was, you did accidentally roll for the wrong things. I will let you re-roll for that.
No,
No, you don't understand.
Chloe.
It's not one.
This is a nat 1 perception roll, which is a wisdom
Oh,
based
you
thing.
meant-
Remember the
okay,
cursed
I thought
item
you
I
did-
just sent you?
Right! For some reason my mind went, oh yeah, you rolled the wrong modifier, but no, I get what you mean now. Oh no!
Uh-huh.
That
Okay,
means
Yeah.
dog.
okay, cool. This
It's like
is...
in the middle of Primrose trying to like untangle Tobias. She like lifts up her head to like look around, and then there's a and then a yipe as she like hits the ground as a poodle now.
Oh my gosh.
And there we go, everyone. We now know why Mersel rolled a 5 in perception. Because,
Because dog.
Because suddenly both of your partners are animals. More than usual.
Chloe, I'm just imagining like someone's passing by. It's just like, oh, you also have a dog? What's her name? And Mersel internally like just sweating, even though outwardly he's like as cool and calm and collected as always. Oh,
Yeah.
I named her name's Primrose, like the movie star as well.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cute. That's a good name for a
Primrose
dog.
is just gonna roll her eyes, and then she's gonna like use her teeth to like start ripping at the net to help Tobias out.
I think
Yeah.
can I re-roll the perception now that Primrose is puppy?
Yes, you can.
That's really
Oh my god, the dice are being so mean.
Dice
It's
Yours
okay,
just
it's
says
okay.
we
I have a
have
thing for this.
no rights.
You have no rights. You're all too distracted in whatever is happening right now because this is a lot.
Mhm.
And actually, I will say that from behind you, Mersel, you hear, gosh, let me remember what I did for this voice.
Drag your dad back.
No, stop it, hold on!
Oh, is it the Piemeister?
No.
Okay, cool, I got it. You hear from behind you just, oi, that was mine!
Oh,
What?
And there's a small, like, about 3 foot tall, hooded, Toon that comes up behind you and, like, pushes over. She has a big hood and a cape on, and she's like, that's my bird, don't touch it!
Bitch!
oh! Primrose is immediately gonna start snarling.
Hey,
And-
I didn't do anything to you!
Mersel
Just, like,
kinda-
Standing over Tobias defensively.
Mhm.
Mersel actually raises his voice then, like loud enough to carry over the crowd, and it's just like, oh, so you're the one who shot a net at my pet bird?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
because now Mersel has a crowd of people who
Who
he
love
has
the
told.
pet. Yeah.
And he has pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. This Toon, although she's really hidden under this hood, like, you can tell, like, from her body language, she starts looking a little more panicked, like, what? I did not, that was not me!
You just called him your bird and came here presumably to retrieve him. Unless you're willing to help me cut him out.
It's not your bird!
Meanwhile, from Primrose is just.
Tobias also does more noises. Very angry noises.
Mersel is just raising his eyebrows and going, I believe that everyone here actually has talked to me with Tobias and seen me taking photos with Tobias.
Yeah, and there's actually a couple people in the crowd who are like, yeah, that's his bird, Tobias! The cutest thing ever! Leave it alone!
And also that's also proof that Tobias is very comfortable with Mersel. And
Yeah,
why
like-
wouldn't he be his bird if he was so comfortable with him?
Mm-hmm. She is starting to get more panicked, and she's like, well, I didn't want to do this. And she is going to attempt to run forward and snatch Tobias.
Oh,
Okay.
She's gonna get bit. She's gonna get bit.
Good.
Tobias
Make
is
an
going
attack.
to try and Tobias is going to try and like scratch her with his talons as best as he can.
What stats do I use for biting?
Well, there is an actual bite stat. Let
Hmm.
me find it. I'm just gonna roll dex for her. Oh boy. Nope. Let's see, bite.
It'd probably be a strength-based attack.
Mhm.
Probably would be.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
Strength-based attack. Would you say she has proficiency in it or not?
How many times have you been a dog? Like an actual
Uh,
dog?
More than once, surprisingly.
Yeah, okay, then yes. Yeah, sure.
Pug. Okay.
And for,
Yeah,
for
it's
Tobias,
strength.
I'm looking at the Orc shit on
Yep.
D&D.
Oh my gosh! Okay, alright.
Fuck yeah!
Rolling down. She tries to like come in and like swoop up Tobias and gets absolutely slammed by your bite. I mean, okay, roll me damage. On just like the wild dog sheet, it says like 1d4 minus 1 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
1d4.
I would say probably 1d4 plus
I'm gonna
Crim
say-
Strength mod.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
D4
say
plus
it's
4.
probably more like a plus.
And whatever damage this is, it's getting double.
It's gonna
So-
double, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Also, does anyone want to
If
do a
it'll
perception
roll.
check on Tobias?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
think
my-
Self-
Dancing.
I think Self's letting Primrose like take point and like the bitey, but he is like cutting up like Tobias from the
Oh,
neck.
there
with his
finally
mouth.
went.
Oh,
Minimum
no.
damage, but
I mean, it's
It's fine,
still
it's still good.
It's still, yeah, and you get a good grip. And I would say at that point, actually, like, this Toon's hood falls off, and you can tell she has like short, very fluffy, curly, brown hair. She has lots of freckles, and she appears to be some sort of fawn. She has a little deer nose, and these, lovely little droopy ears, and she's like, are you biting onto her ankle or her arm? Because she did swoop down to try to grab Tobias.
whatever was trying to grab Tobias, so it latched onto her arm.
Okay, so arm. Yeah, she's like pulling away. She's like, "Oh, I have nothing to do with you. Oh, I'm not gonna kill your bird. Sheesh. I'm just trying to do my job."
Mersel is in the background, like cutting Tobias free from the neck with his dagger.
You can do a perception check with advantage, Mersel.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need the advantage considering how mean the practice is. Oh, 30-20.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
You can do like
Advantage, do
you can
another one. See if you
advantage
get it. Yeah.
It could be fun if you had it in 20. No,
Okay.
it's not. 20 is good. Tobias is purple. He's starting to get very frantic because 1, he's stuck in something. 2, he can't move well. 3, there's someone who was trying to grab him and say that he was theirs.
Yeah, I think
And he-
Marcel's just like making like really like loud soothing noises, and it's just like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. I'm cutting you free. You're fine. You're okay, Toby. You're fine. You're here with me. You're here with me. And Primrose has that person handled. It's okay. And he's just like
Aw.
looking at the crowd, and it's just like, can someone handle her right now, please? I'm trying to calm Toby down.
I think
Primrose has
everyone.
not let go, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's
Everybody
valid.
slams onto her.
Everyone's like a little nervous to jump in because this is a lot going on and what is happening, but there are people who like try to help. And you successfully do get Tobias out. The little fun girl though, she's like, please, I'm not gonna hurt your bird. Please, just let me go. I swear, I won't do anything.
Why were you trying to get him in the first place?
What? It's a job. It's just a job. I don't want your bird.
Well, then who hired you?
There's this guy that was trying to capture he hired me to capture all the birds in the area, which really sucks, because I'm supposed to be an assassin for hire, not an animal catcher. Anyway, just if you hand it over, we can all go home happy.
Girl,
think
you don't just say you're an assassin. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think Mersel just winces out loud and just looks at her and is just like, that's not something you should say in the middle of a crowded area.
Well, I'm not going to assassinate any of you. I don't have any orders for that.
Well, I figure, but
Yeah,
still.
you know-
And he glances around at the still, like, very large crowd around
Everybody knows she's an assassin.
Yeah, I will
How
say,
funny.
huh?
She's
How
never
funny would
smart.
it be if Primrose's thing finally wears off and it's just her still biting onto the arm?
On one hand, I don't think 10 minutes has passed. On the other hand, I love that, and I will overrule it for that sole reason.
Lovely.
Yeah.
God.
Also, I will say, like, especially now that her hood is off, and you guys can tell, she is, first off, she's very short. Second off, she's young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
I could tell from the voice you used for her that she was probably pretty damn young.
Baby.
oh, thank you. Yes. Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah. Would you like to tell me how this happens?
Like, at first it's just like a miniature poodle latched onto this girl, and then it's a full-size dog Toon. Like, there's just like of sparkly glitter smoke, and then she's just like on all fours, like still biting. And there's like a moment where she like has to realize that, oh wait, I'm back to normal now.
The fawn like looks at you a little like confused and shocked and like can you let go of me now, please?
Right, okay. And Primrose will spit out the arm.
Cause she starts rubbing her arm. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were, friends with this bird.
Well, wait,
You
do
are
you
missing
even know?
a lot of details, little Missy. And Primrose is just like wiping her mouth a little bit and like trying to look like she wasn't just like a feral monster dog.
Yeah, she's still giving you the side eye of like, I do not trust this dog. I don't know what is up with this dog, but you do you, I guess.
Quick question, Lewis. How is Tobias looking? Because I feel like at this point, Mersel
Mhm.
probably cut away to nothing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
he's
you're safe.
calmed down and he's completely latched onto Mersel so that nothing can grab him.
And Mersel's just kind of like, I think he just kind of like grabs like the assassin's shoulder, like not roughly, but also like very firmly. And it's just like, I think we need to talk in private for a second.
Yeah, I'd agree. And she like looks around the crowd a little bit, and then goes, "Come on, I know a good alley." And she's gonna start
You
walking
are
off.
not leading us anywhere, Missy.
What?
If we're going somewhere, we're picking the location. You're not getting us to a secondary location. And she's starting to shove everyone else to like a different spot than this lady had in mind.
Yeah, she like crosses her arms and just looks like defeated, like rolling her eyes. Fine, I guess.
God.
As long as you don't try
Actually-
to bite me again.
Actually, Chloe,
I will not.
Chloe, I have a gag.
Okay.
Oh, uh-oh.
So like they all like just walk for a bit until they come across like this huge empty space, and then like Primrose, hey Obby, you know how Mersel has that one item in his armor space?
Oh my gosh. The House of Pain!
Oh my gosh. Please.
Yeah, okay. So while Mersel has taken off his hat and is currently rummaging through it, I'm just imagining the child being like, "This place is just an empty field."
Nods.
I mean, I guess no one will hear us here, but like, could you have picked anywhere else that's a little more secluded?
Wait
Oh.
for it.
And then Mersel like takes out like this picture and he holds it up in front of him, and there's like a bit of a snap and a click before there is suddenly like a house in front of you all.
What? She like leans to the side, like is she seeing the perspective properly? She's like, how did you? What? It's not. What? Can we go in there?
Yeah, it's my house.
She looks excited. She's like,
Yeah, and
Aw.
Mersel just kind of opens the door. It's just like I thought it would be nice to have conversation at my house, de-stress a bit after everything. Just get a bit of tea and cookies.
oh, I do like that plan. See, you're nice. You're nice. You're not gonna bite me. And she like just gives Prim a glare.
Oh, well, I am nice, but part of why I'm not going to bite you is also because I don't think you know the full picture here. Namely, that the birds that you were hired to catch are all people that got turned into birds earlier today.
Excuse me?
And Tobias is once again glaring at her like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Her
Yes,
nose does like a little like wince, and then she, does the like flick of her ear and just. Well, I didn't know that. You could have told me that when you hired me.
Yes, but could
don't
you blame
think-
us for reacting that badly?
Yes, the bird you were trying to capture was my boyfriend. So
She immediately looks very very embarrassed about that. She's like, well, that wasn't. Sorry.
I know. Obviously, you don't have the whole picture here. And I'm gonna roll a hammer space real quick. Dang it!
Fumble!
Dang it!
Stop
I
rolling,
gotta pull out
stop
the
rolling
fumble
ones, Obby. Sheesh.
No, all the bad luck is mine.
Spice Barcer is so mean.
It is to me specifically. 4.
And it will
Okay,
do so
what is
gently.
a 4 on your? Okay, so Primrose reaches like into her sleeve and pulls out a hair dryer, which turns on and blows in her face. Wait! And then she like frantically shuts it off and like that. Sorry, hold on, and gonna reach back in there. Boop-a-doop. Okay, that works.
Nice.
It's always on the second go. Okay, this time Primrose is gonna pull out some like little bandages and like a little like a cleaning solution for boo-boos.
Oh. Oh.
Because like yes, she understands that she bit this person, and now she needs to help them, make sure it
Go
doesn't
off.
get infected or something.
She hesitates, but like looks up at you and just kind of looks down at her arm that she's kind of been holding off and on this whole time, and sighs and puts it out.
And Primrose does a very firm nod. And now that they're like inside the house of paint, I think it would also be very funny if she right now like took off her hat and sunglasses, set them aside, and started to like bandage up the bite.
Yeah, would the assassin like to roll like I don't know history?
Yeah.
This is a
To see if
funny
they
shit.
recognize that this is Primrose Poodle.
A lot of encounters were very famous.
Enough, honestly. Like Primrose is pretty damn famous at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah. I think as soon as you take it off, she like was looking at her arm, and then she looks back up at you and just like jumps a little. It's like, what? Are you Primrose?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
From the kitchen, you just hear Mersel say, "And the bird was Tobias."
Oh no! I need to make a wisdom saving
Mer-
throw for her, because this is a lot to take in.
Mersel gets a wing in his face because he keeps telling Tobias's name to everyone.
Oh, good.
19.
Okay, she's okay. She's like, oh, I mean, I suppose if I was going to be hired to capture anyone, it would be a celebrity, wouldn't it?
Not the first
God,
time I've been
Mersel.
kidnapped.
Mersel in the kitchen.
Really
like,
isn't.
Mersel in the kitchen as Tobias like flaps a wing in his face. I'm sorry. Look, yeah, maybe I'm having a little bit of fun. Listen, most of the time we always have to go incognito. It's been nice for once.
Oh, well,
You're not the one being turned into a bird, Mersel.
Toby dear, I still
Okay.
can't understand you.
Prim can
More rock
translate.
noises.
Alright, hold on. This is gonna sting a little bit because I gotta clean up the you know.
Oh, it's fine. I can take a little bit of pain. I'm tough.
Then
You are a
Primrose
baby.
will
Yeah,
will gently start cleaning it, like, you know, with like the little rubbing alcohol to
she
clean it.
winces.
Yeah. And then once it's nice and clean, she'll wash it with a little bit of water and then cover up the bite with band-aids.
Mhm.
Aw. She looks at her arm.
Primrose, can you ask her name?
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, you know me. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lena. Sorry, I'm a bit in shock. That's not how I was expecting this job to go.
Well, we're kind of in the same boat because this is not how I expected my day to go.
That's fair,
It's
I
been a little bit
suppose.
quiet for the past couple months. Usually we're in a lot more situations.
Right, so let me get this straight. My employer turned your boyfriend, who is Tobias, into a bird and hired me to catch him and didn't
I
tell
don't know if
me.
it was your employer specifically, but there was a commotion earlier today where a whole bunch of people were getting, like, Did you see the folks that were running through the crowd and bumping into everyone?
No, I'm afraid it wasn't. I just arrived at the market right before you. Oh,
So
wait.
that happened before you came. So those folks ran through the crowd and bumped into everyone. We actually got knocked over, and then Tobias here got transformed into a bird throughout all the commotion. I'm thinking that those are now definitely correlated in some way.
What did the tunes look like?
One,
Marcel,
one
sweetie,
was
what did you
yellow
say
and
that
one
they
was
looked like?
red.
Marcel describes them again, like one yellow tune, one red tune. The red one was, I assume, a little bigger, etc., etc.
And they had a big weird gun.
Oh, yeah. She just nods. She's like nodding slowly with a sigh. She's like, oh, yeah, that's him. Yeah, okay.
Mystery solved!
Sort of, because, you know, we still have a bunch of birds on the loose, and if I don't get them, then I'm going to be in deep trouble.
Oh, yeah,
All
that's
those
true.
birds are people too. Don't catch them.
What do you want me to do? Just let them fly around forever? He probably can turn them back.
Well,
Yeah, but why does he
have you
want us?
considered that he's turning them into birds for a reason, maybe to make a profit or something?
What?
These are people.
You think he would... you don't know him, do you? I'm guessing
No, I
you've
don't,
never
but I do
heard-
know that people are getting captured after being turned into birds and just...
Okay. Well, it's certainly not something that... Again, like I said, I'm equipped to be an assassin, not an animal catcher. This is not my job, and they're not paying me enough for... Listen, here's the deal. How about we do this? I go finish rounding up all the birds. I meet you back at his lab. Well, no, because if you
We
show up...
don't know where he is.
Well, the problem is if I tell you where he is, he's going to know I sent you, because I'm the only one who could have...
Well, yeah, but we can't meet you there if we don't know where it is.
Okay, alright.
And I will say that, like, interrupting this conversation, Marcel has come in and all of you just smell like really nice and warm and freshly baked, like brownies with a gooey, like, chocolate center.
Oh,
God.
she
It's so
has stars in
warm
her
and
eyes.
fresh. Yeah,
We're
it's
still
so warm
going
and
off.
fresh. It's pretty much like melting and like dripping off the brownie and onto the plate.
God. What the fuck, Vamp?
We all are
And there
gonna
are, like,
die.
little-
Making me hungry.
And there are like little marshmallows next to the brownies that are shaped like bunnies, and like mugs of like milk are set up.
Thinking
Can't
people
believe
ain't hungry. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. She is
And with
immediately
that,
like,
I actually have to mute for a second. I need to grab something from the door.
that's fine.
I love you.
Amazing.
Also,
Oh.
I have another reason why the Star Trio might be not very happy about people capturing people being turned into animals, and that is the whole donkey affair with the Yakuza.
Yeah.
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 Primrose was just about to make that point.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tobias was
Just
also
like her
thinking
being
of
like-
it.
Well, forgive me for being so paranoid about this, because this sounds a lot like that stunt the Hakuza pulled a couple years ago, and just ranting about it.
She's just kind of sitting there, like, reaches for a brownie, starts eating it and, like, listening, but kind of just like, what did I get myself into?
You have gotten yourself into people who have been involved in so many pecking adventures, it's not even funny.
Yeah. And even if it's not the same deal as what the Yakuza pulled, it's very similar, and nobody's happy about it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So if not to sell to people to make a profit, then what exactly is this guy doing with all the birds that he has turned into...
Okay, don't ask me. He just hired me. It's not like... It's not... He didn't tell me anything else. But...
How long ago did he hire you?
I don't know.
Was this like a weeks in advance thing, or was this like just yesterday, or...
He hired me, he called me up in a panic, like, I don't know, half an hour ago, and was telling me all this stuff about how everything went wrong, and how there's a bunch of birds that he needs me to go capture. And of course, I need the money because that little monster won't give me my thing back. Oh. Well.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
I think we might be able to strike up a deal.
Uh-oh.
Here's...
I mean, you're not really in the position to make a deal.
It's not my fault.
Is all she's hearing like bird noises from Tobias, or did she just speak with animals too?
No,
No, Primrose has to do the translation.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Primrose probably had to recast it.
Yeah. And she's just like thinking for a moment, enjoying the lovely brownie, and like finishes it and goes, okay. If I let you know where his lab is, you could probably go and deal with it for me. 'Cause, well, but he can't let me know, so I'll tell you this. I need him to pay me, but if I don't need him to pay me, then I have no obligation to keep his secrets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see where this is going.
I don't want your money. I'm not going to ask you to pay me. The reason I need money is because this little idiot nicked something from my mum last year and has been holding on to it ever since, and he won't give it back to me unless I pay a frankly insane amount of gold, which is exactly why I've been taking every little odd job I can, even if it means being an animal catcher for some stupid science guy who made a horrible mistake in his calculations.
So you want us to steal the thing?
Yes, if you get the item back for me, I'll tell you the location of his secret lab, and then you can go finish everything that you need and hopefully fix your feather problem.
Actually, Mersel speaks up here. Out of curiosity, why haven't you just tried to steal it yourself?
I've tried. I'm afraid I am not exactly a match for this guy. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to the Tent of Telepathy?
Do we roll
Tent
something
of what
for
now?
that?
I'm gonna say you can roll history if you'd like.
Wait a second. Or twins. Is this a bottomless heights thing? Is this a bottomless heights thing?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
That's an 8. Tobias doesn't know.
Oh my gosh, this is a bottomless heights thing. I'm suddenly so excited.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Prim, do you want to
That's
roll
why
history?
J-Day upped you. Do you want to roll
Amazing.
a story, you hobby?
I already said the gag of the tent of what, so Primrose does it.
Fair enough. I would say, Mersel, you probably remember passing a tent in the marketplace that said tent of telepathy or something along those lines, but you don't know much about it. You've probably never been in yourself.
You know what? I'm using a luck point. I want to see if I can get higher. God, my
Nope.
dice has been so mean to me.
Oh. Hopefully that will change.
Bad. I don't think I've rolled above a 10. Like, I've only rolled above a 10 like twice.
That's
Man.
okay. It might change. You never know. The luck might come back.
Actually, can I get the luck point back considering that I re-rolled lower than the actual thing?
Yes, I will definitely grant you that. My rule is my rule in DMing is people need to have fun. So yes, I will totally grant you that.
I think Excel's just like, I believe I passed the tent in the marketplace.
Right, it's not
And
that
it's so
far from
familiar.
here.
What's the person who's what's the person who's in charge of it like?
Oh, he's like this. He's like a kid. I swear, I don't actually know how old he is. His name's like Little Ezekiel. But he has this amulet from my mum that's kind of just like a little teal gemstone. I've seen him have it around his neck. It's kind of a precious family heirloom, so, you know, I don't care what you do to him, but as long as you get that amulet back to me, I don't have to pay him, I don't have to do anything else. I'm off free, you'll be free, because I'll tell you where the location of the lab is, and then we'll all go home happy.
And what if we just go and find the lab out ourselves? Like, I should be clear, Mersel is not actually suggesting this.
How do we even know for sure that all of this isn't a story you've spun to try to get out of this?
Do you want to roll insight?
Sure.
She
Any insight from Primrose, though, is not going to be great.
Understandably. It's okay.
Tobias is just fully on the
Oh my
video.
gosh. Hey, Chloe, guess what happens again?
Oh my... She actually goes to respond, and then you move into a dog.
Just Primrose squints and then poof.
And Mersel says out loud before the assassin starts to panic that don't worry about it too much. Primy has a cursed item, so to speak, that does this from time to time.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, suppose it's either a bird or a dog. So she's got a whole zoo in here.
No jokes. Tobias is clever, get her.
Mersel rolled a 15. Can he tell if she's telling the truth or not?
Yeah, and actually she looks a little guilty. Well, like, when you ask this, she looks guilty. She's definitely telling the truth. And I will say, even though it's just a 15, you can also tell that she doesn't want any of this to happen. This was never her plan, and she's kind of gotten herself mixed up in a lot of things that she shouldn't have been.
Okay, alright, fine, god damn it. Mersel takes off his hat again and reaches in and let me actually look at something real quick in his hammer space. God, it's been so long since I fucking hold on. And yeah, okay, so he reaches into like his hat and he takes out like a big plushie. It's like a teddy bear.
Oh.
It's actually one that he won during the very first Lectrio game, because he actually had more plushies than he had people to give them to.
Oh.
And he kind of just offers it out to her.
She gives you the, like, biggest sweet eyes as she hesitates, but then, like, takes it and just hugs onto it.
Chloe.
She's doing doe eyes.
Bambi eyes.
Oh my gosh! Yes! Literally. Just thank you, sir. Sorry to get you all mixed up in this.
That's fine. That's fine. I kind of suspect that something might happen today.
There's 2 little paw pats from Primrose.
Oh, she is feeling infinitely better.
Mhm.
She's had food, she has comfort, and she has a celebrity she looks up to patting her. So,
Aw.
But I'm
This
so
is just an extremely strange situation, isn't it?
And
It's
I think
fine.
Marcel's just like, oh, out of curiosity, what is your name?
oh, my name is Lena.
There's a bark from Primrose before she remembers that she can't talk right now.
Oh,
Tobias pats her with a wing.
It's nice to meet you, Lena, and we'll try our best to steal your amulet back. Though, where will we meet up? Will you come back here?
I think, yeah, that if you can leave this here, that might be the best. I'll go finish rounding up the birds, and I'll meet you back here. It's really nice here.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Marcel has no problem leaving the house here because like no one else
Mhm.
can like take it with them.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Tobias is doing a pat on Mersel because he needs to speak, and Primrose is unavailable.
Yeah,
Oh,
Primrose
oh.
is also patting.
Oh,
Two of them pat,
hold on,
pat,
give me a
pat, pat.
second. Yeah, Marcel casts a speak with animals on himself.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably tell her to like explain the thing to the other bird people, because if they're as panicked over this as I was, then trying to catch them without any warning is not gonna help the situation.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
Marcel just says this like straight up.
Mm-hmm. She, like, still holding the bear, nods a little and just like, okay, well, it's not my usual, you know, but, I think I could do that.
Yeah, and I think Cell just nods and it's like, before we leave though, about the amulet, you said that you weren't a match for him. Would the amulet be behind that? Would the amulet be the reason behind that? Does it grant the user special powers of any sort?
She immediately looks, like, concerned, worried, caught in the act, like,
Quince.
And I think Marcel like immediately like clarifies that it's not going to affect my decision to help or not. It's just I'd rather know before we end up. If we do end up in a fight, I'd rather know what we should be expecting or dealing with.
She nods.
There is energetic nodding in agreement from Primrose.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit. If you're able to nick it back off him, it probably will be a lot easier to defeat him. You've kind of got it right on the money right there, actually.
What kind of he actually pauses. Actually, you wouldn't happen to grant him telepathy or mind powers of a sort?
She again, like,
Right, because she did call it the tent of telepathy, right? It would make
Oh,
sense.
God.
she's like, yeah, a bit actually. That's pretty much what it does, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's built his little business around it.
Well, it will be a bit tough to steal something if he can't read our minds like that. And Saul kind of like taps his chin and goes, "Do you happen to know if the amulet has any exploitable weaknesses?"
Well, don't destroy it. I mean, that would be the easiest one. But, like, I need it
That's
back.
not what he meant.
No, that's not what I meant. It's more, do you happen to know if there's any way to keep it from reading your mind? I'd imagine it'd be much easier to go and steal it if he can't hear us coming.
Well, from what my mum always said, is that when she used it, because it was kind of hers, if the wearer was thinking, or the person she was trying to read their mind was thinking about something else really, really hard, then it was hard for her to poke around and see anything but that. So I suppose if you just want to think about, you know, something stupid, like, I don't know, pies, you know, that might work.
I have
see
a
the
gag.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I have a gag that I was gonna say, but actually now fits this even better because as Mersel has been like talking and like doing all the problem solving, Primrose in the background has been getting little hearts around her, like, oh, he's so smart, Tobias, look how smart he is, he's so good at this.
No, that I hold your shoulders. That was the exact gag I was gonna use. Myself just like, oh wait, someone's knocking here.
Hold on. Well, I need to say, this is the funniest shit because you both have been thinking about, oh, they're so enamored with each other and all that. The only thing that Tobias gave me was, if I sing really loud in my head.
Alright, someone didn't. I'm just imagining myself going, think about something really hard. And he just kind of looks at Primrose and Kirby and immediately his brain just goes too much.
I'm losing my mind.
They're just like little hearts spinning around him.
Vamp, I need to give you the thought because I gave it while you were away. While you and Obby were thinking about, oh, they're so enamored with each other, they can just think about each other's. Tobias in my mind was just like, if I sing really loud in my head, then I'm gonna cover him with singing.
We zoom into Tobias' mind and he's just face down on the floor while Caramel Dancing plays.
It's just that is his brain is the real dumbass of the tree.
And myself shakes his head and it's just like, well, alright then, I suppose we probably should set off for the tent of telepathy. And, be safe out there as well, alright?
Thank you. You as well. Come back in one piece, please. I mean, he's just a kid, but you know, that thing is mighty dangerous, so yeah, best of luck.
Marcel's just like, when she says best of luck, he grins, even though his partners are probably groaning behind him.
Primrose is still kind of in that little love-struck stupor.
Oh.
And he's just like, oh, don't worry, I'm sure I'll be fine. Back, and he actually reaches out and like gives like Lena a pat on the head.
Oh,
Like,
she gets a little blushy.
Yeah. In fact, best, I shall be wishing you luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Lena actually want to make a little arcana.
Yeah. Let's see, what is her arcana?
Oh, I'm dying.
This would be so funny if she passes it.
It's not good, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
It
straight-
never can be worse than engineer.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Yeah, no, she meets it.
Okay.
You were too distracted this entire time to notice, but now that you've calmed down a little and everything's winding down, this guy has the sigils of the wishing star all over him.
You know, a luck god.
Yeah. She just grins because, like, oh, this might actually work. She might actually be debt free. She might actually be
Oh,
free from this.
sweetheart.
Yeah, because that is like the one wishing star warlock that's active at this time, and like, fucking, she rolled a 15. She knows how wishing star warlocks work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can Primrose turn back to normal now?
Yes, I will say at least on the walk over, unless you want to say something to Lena, in which case I will let you.
I was actually gonna have Primrose offer something to Lena to help out a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's too sweet. I want to know. Give it. Yeah, you
Okay.
poof back.
Yeah, poofs back, and then Primrose does like a little bird whistle, and then from her hair, Queek Queek, her little golden finch familiar, pops out, and then Primrose is basically gonna ask Queek Queek to help be a little scout for
Lena.
for Lena.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so cute. Oh, she's.
Mhm.
I mean, she's just like delighted by this, and doesn't. No one's ever been this nice to her. So she's just
Mhm.
like, oh, are you sure?
Queequeg is very good at seeing stuff. If there's anything you need to find, Queequeg can help you find it. And there's just like 2 little teeny tiny pats for the bird.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful.
I won't let you down. I'll get everyone rounded up. And you know, then we can figure this out together.
Right. Primrose does like a big thumbs up.
Have fun, best you can at least.
Oh,
We'll try.
trust me, if I don't have fun, Mersel will.
Good, beat him up
Marcel
for me,
like gives
please.
her a little kick, like
Just very excited.
he is so excited.
We're going to beat up a child. Yay!
Mersel, finally, I've been put in a situation.
Okay. Before they go to the tent, actually, I have 2 questions.
Mhm.
Number 1, would you say that the time they spent in the House of Paint like reached 30 minutes?
To an hour, like a short rest, essentially.
Yes, yeah, I'd say
Thank
yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Thank
for,
God.
for the warlocks.
Mhm.
Gets the spell slot back. And
I'm
number
also I'm just gonna make a roll for myself because the only way to get off Prim's Rose is to roll a really high sleight of hand check.
Oh my god.
And she doesn't want to deal with this while they're on an important mission.
Mhm.
Oh.
Fair enough.
18, that's enough.
Thank
Just barely.
God.
Primrose is going to take off the little pin that's kind of attached to her shirt, like right on the collar. Take it off,
Mhm.
and she's gonna slip it into her hammer space. Okay, no more cursed item for now.
No more actual dog. No more.
And
One animal is
Marcel's,
enough.
yeah, and Marcel's actually gonna start taking stuff out of his hammer space. 9,
Mhm.
okay, he takes out like a pocket watch and he kind of like puts it like inside like his coat, like in an inside pocket, but where it would be easy to touch or take out. And okay, he also takes out like a locket, and this one
Nice, nice.
Grim actually wouldn't recognize.
Mhm.
And when he notes like the both of them looking at it, he's just like, so actually I don't know if I've told you this before, but last year I got held hostage at a bank, right?
Oh my god, Mersel!
It was with Hallie and Ross as well. There was a hostage situation.
What do you mean it was
at
with...
the bank.
Okay.
It didn't last long, and we knocked out all the robbers and got a bit of a reward from the bank. We got like lockets, and I don't think I really need it. So if either of you want it, and he kind of like holds it out.
What
What?
is it?
What does it do?
It's a locket of resistance. It allows the user to cast the cantrip resistant 3 times per long rest as on self as an action or reaction.
Mhm.
I think it would be
Primrose-
better for Primrose to have it.
Well, the thing is, Primrose already has like a necklace item that she's wearing, and like hers is the thing that makes her con ridiculously large right now. So
Yeah,
she
the
can't
amulet
give that
does
up.
help. Yeah,
Mhm.
so Tobias, do you want one?
I guess he's going to tell the others that he had a little bit of trouble casting Featherfall earlier, so he's not sure if it's gonna work properly or not.
I think Marcel's just
Well?
like, well, this is an item. It should be able to work, I think.
I guess
Mhm.
we'll see.
And I'd rather you have something to help you if all else fails, because like at the very least, if Tobias like fails to cast a spell, he'd still have this to kind of
Mhm.
help pad his saving throws.
That's fair enough.
So he's gonna like adjust the size of like the chain and put it on Tobias.
Mm-hmm. bird with a necklace.
And then
Bird
Marcel's
with a
just gonna
necklace.
be like, Marcel's just gonna be like, give me a second, and he's casting Disguise Self.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's casting Disguise Self because, like, you know,
doesn't want to be recognized after doing a crime.
yep,
Mhm.
yep, and God, I could do something really, really funny here. I could
Do
do
it.
something horribly funny that the two of you are gonna hate me for doing. I'm
Do
sure.
it.
Okay,
Do
so
it.
he disguises himself into like a random person he's met once, and this person has like shaggy, like kind of spiky, like silverish blue hair, and is wearing like dark blue clothes and metal boots and a cloak with like a green like underside, and and finger
my
with like
gosh.
dark blue gloves and has dark blue eyes.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait.
And
I squint.
My memory is so easy. I'm so sorry. Oh no, there's a picture.
Oh no, what did you just send us to the DM?
Fucking send it. Send it in the
You-
Discord right now.
Oh my gosh! Pet you!
Wait, I need to see. Wait.
Hold on, I'm sending it in the gallery.
oh, don't
Too late.
don't advertise
Too
my
late,
crime.
fucker.
Okay. This needs a little bit of context. So, Vamp has just put up an image of, what's the character's name? Chezo?
Skezo, yeah. That's the
Skezo,
actual
yes.
kind of name.
Skezo,
Puyo
yes, which
Puyo
is
Tetris.
a character from Puyo Puyo Tetris. Mersel has evolved rapidly from his origins and his own character now. Though originally he was a
An
Lemres
XP of
XP.
Lemres. From Puyo Puyo Tetris.
This is so good. I love
And
this so
Marcel-
much.
And Marcel's just like, I'm too lazy to think of a new name for myself. How does Lemra sound, you two?
Oh my gosh!
I comment of the heavens to Frontley.
That sounds fine. That sounds wonderful, is what Primrose is saying, but I am filled with spite.
Oh my gosh. This could not have gone better. This is
This
great.
is the funniest shit.
And Marcel nods and it's just like, Lemra then. And he's just like, well, are the two of you ready?
Mhm. Does a
Do I
little
go
nod.
in a disguise, or would it be better if I went as myself?
Do a disguise.
Because hey, a celebrity could be very distracting.
I mean,
Oh,
do a
that's true.
disguise, and if you decide that it's easier to be a celebrity, then you can done the disguise. You can get it away.
I agree,
is fair.
yeah.
All right.
And
And Primrose is just gonna grab the hat and the sunglasses and put them back on.
Ta-da.
Yay!
he's also adjusting his gloves and just like, okay, so what's our plan of attack? The person in question's probably wearing said amulet like around their neck, aren't they?
Well, if they're using it, yes.
I mean, we could
Well-
just go in as like tourists or whatever, then get a lay of the land or whatever, and then we're gonna like need to know the area first, I think, before we like make a solid plan. Because if we like have a plan before knowing what all the details of what we're dealing with, then there might be some unexpected shit, you know?
There
Mhm.
is a problem though, we don't know how big a range the amulet has. For all we know, when we're poking around the tent itself, it's enough for them to hear us.
I mean, if we think about literally anything else. You can just think about doing something else, like you're definitely not in that place and doing that thing.
Oh, that's
Or just
true.
do what I do. Don't think.
That's true. And so
Grim
like
head
kind of
empty.
gives away. Yeah. So kind
Feel
of gives
loved.
away. Alright then, let's go. Let's go check the area around this tent out.
Okay, so you're traveling to the tent. I'm gonna say if you want, we should take a brief break here, partly because I need to take a I need to take a 10-100. Yeah.
Yoki.
Mm-hmm.
Got it,
Okay.
got it.
Like
But,
five
this is
minutes, 10
exciting.
minutes. Oh yes, I know.
This is lovely, and I'm very excited.
I'm so glad.
I legitimately don't know anything about Gravity Falls, so I am just sitting here like this time.
I do. I'm sitting here like I can't believe we're gonna fight a Gideon XP.
Is Gideon like the little like
It's
the
the
little
rich bastard kid.
oh yeah the baby
Pompadour.
capitalist? The baby capitalist?
Yes!
Yes,
Baby!
yes, yes.
It is him. Okay, I am muting. I will be back a bit later.
Same. Thanks.
I will also be. I need to get water.
Hello.
Me who doesn't know Gravity Falls, seeing everyone despise this.
Jade.
I mean, yeah,
but
I mean that's fair, but aren't there like more than like a few characters in the show that also made a deal with fucking Bill?
yeah, I'm one of them.
But yeah, like how bad is this kid that he's an absolute like monster at like 10 years old?
Yeah.
Guess you're gonna have to watch.
Yeah,
the
you're
show
gonna have to
out.
find out. Look at that little businessman. Don't you want to punch him in his perfect little chubby face?
I don't know. I'm just like he's a 10-year-old. Like I don't know. I'm just like he's 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Also, my beloveds, you're in dice rolling.
You are in dice rolling.
Oh, sorry. Understand that children are free of sin. I wouldn't go that far. It's more of a just how is a 10-year-old like a complete monster?
You're about to find out.
Weird.
Oh boy. I'm excited. Man, I'm still dying from the freaking pie thing at the beginning.
Yeah, that's so funny because that was not planned until yesterday because I wrote a lot of this game on the road yesterday because I had a 14-and-a-half-hour drive. And my dad was driving with me. And so I was kind of like writing the game and talking about it as I was working on it.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you have room for the Piemeister? And I was like, huh?
What are you talking about?
Because like a week and a half ago in like Draft House, Do made a pie, tried to make a mock apple pie, and it went terribly wrong. So we asked my dad for advice because he's made one before, and it was a long conversation that evolved into my dad being proclaimed the pie master. Yeah, so that's what this is.
Gods.
And
awesome.
he made all of the pies, so you do still have your pies and you can use them, and they do have things that they do, and he made those up, so I'm very proud of him.
This was hilarious. I really thought that it was a voice changer until you laughed, like, not even half a second before you started talking again. I was like, no, that is way too quick. That is not the person.
It's
Yeah,
someone
cool.
else.
I genuinely thought I was a voice changer, but turns out you were just that good at voice acting.
I'm honored to think that I could make a voice that good.
It immediately changes your voice
Dramatically.
Man.
I think it's specifically like the inflections, because I know that like every single person has a different way of saying their words, right? It's specifically that when you turn to the quote-unquote the Piemeister, like the way you pronounce those words like changed. Like you drew out a few letters more, or like you trailed off a bit more at the end of each sentence, etc., etc.
Yeah. I didn't know he was gonna do an accent. He didn't do any voice work yesterday, so he made that up without telling me. And then
that was great.
And then he just
That was amazing. That's awesome.
I'm so glad
Your dad is so cool.
That. Thank you. He is very excited and very happy that he was able to be a part of things and that you guys
That was,
were freaking out about it.
that was wonderful.
I will tell him that you said so.
Yee.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably keep going.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
ready?
I'm still dying
Yeah.
from you pulling the Skezo move, Vamp.
And
That
the
was
best
so
part
funny.
is,
There were
And the
so
best
many
part
funny
is-
things.
There's so many good
me
things in
grabbing
this.
you
Yeah.
off. The best part is, only you guys were witness to the moment, like right now, and I am free of sin everywhere else.
Bastard.
Wow.
Oh
You absolute
gosh.
even.
At least
Okay.
until the recording goes up.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you guys are making your way back to where you think the tent is, and you're using your knowledge from walking around earlier to help navigate you. It's pretty hard to miss when you get there because it's just this large, gaudy tent set up in the streets, larger than
As
any
big
of the
as
booths.
Mhm.
And there's signs posted all around it that are like, "Have your fortune read. You won't believe what he knows. Telepathy is real and it's here." And there's just this one big sign in the middle. This is the most flashy of them all. Like, there's actually like flashing lights. And it just says, "Lil Ezekiel's Tent of Telepathy."
Easy.
Mhm.
Eh, Anyway, Mersel's like emptied his head, and he's just like looking at like Primy and Toby, like with like hearts like floating all around him.
Oh, the perfect disguise.
And actually, just to be a bit spiteful, just a tiny bit spiteful, he's like yelling like how much he loves them, like mentally, like yelling at like
Aw.
full volume.
Oh,
Maybe you don't want to make it too obvious that you are blocking the telepathy.
Oh no, it's not that kind of like yelling. It's the like like
Mhm.
have you guys ever like
Yeah, no, the
like
gay.
thought, like you've thought like really loudly in your head because you're like in a position
Mhm.
where you can't yell like in real life, so you just talk
Mhm.
about it like very very loudly. That's like kind of thing like that's
Cell is just
happening
simping really hard.
here.
Mhm.
It's just something really hard.
God.
Awesome. Yeah, there's like when
Primrose
you
is just staring up at all the signs with like a little blep.
Oh. Puppy.
You zoom into Tobias's head, and then
In
then, like-
Tobias's head, it's da 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 da.
beautiful.
do we actually have to roll anything to like try and see what we can see while also like not thinking about it?
I'm gonna say, I mean, it's pretty obvious that you're looking at the outside of the tent right now. When you go inside, I'll probably have you make, shoot, what would that be? I don't know. Like, I guess it would kind of be the same thing as, like, concentration, but that's not...
These signs are flashier than any billboard the engineer has ever bought.
That's saying a
Don't let
lot.
Don't let DJ Ruth hear that.
If you want to roll performance, actually.
Oh,
No! Oh,
Yes!
You could also roll deception if you want.
Yeah, okay, performance
performance.
or deception. I will give you either.
I'm rolling
Yes.
performance because.
I'm also rolling performance.
Hey!
Hey! Beautiful! Oh my gosh! Okay, that's a
Covers
26, a
yes.
25, and a 28. You guys are fine. Are you gonna go in?
Yes.
Okay. You go into this tent, and there's no one in here. You are in a sort of a small lobby area. There's like a donation box on a stand, that's like, get your fortune read. Put your money in here. And it says, and then there's like a curtain of beads on the opposite end of the room, like, those that you walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, the lobby area just seems to be filled with like little weird artifacts in glass cases, like claiming to have magical powers, things to like look at while you're standing around.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Mersel, you recognize one of these things, actually.
Oh, lovely.
On the wall, tacked up on a bulletin board with a glass front to protect it, is what looks to be pinned up there a page of an old journal next to a map. And the thing is, you recognize what's on that journal page. And it's terrifying. Because drawn in dark ink on this faded page is a square being with one big eye, a hat, and a scarf. And you know this being is none other than Phil Crypto, the entity that trapped you and your friends in a horrible, twisted game. What you do?
Fine. He's completely fine. He rolled a 17.
He rolled a 17. Okay.
Mersel voice, no, hard emoji.
No!
He will deal with those implications later. Another day.
I will say, because it's pretty big in big letters, is the map next to it is it just labeled Bottomless Heights.
Gosh, I'm
Lovely.
Primrose is handing me that she's basically gonna go around and lay on thick the I am a tourist and I'm here kind of act.
God.
How are you doing, fellow tourist?
I just imagine Primrose is exuding that kind of energy. That like helpless and I don't know where I'm going energy to the point that like two people.
I was actually
stop-
thinking more the energy of like she's tugging Lemris around it, like, oh, let me look at this thing. I wonder what it does. What do you think it does?
I know I did this to myself, but I took psychic.
There's more where that came from.
Oh, what's this thing? And like she's like tapping on the glass.
God.
Is really playing up the I am so in love with my love with my girlfriend. She is the best. She hung the stars and the moon, because like it's that thing where like two people are on a honeymoon and one of them is excitedly pointing things out, but the other one is like busy looking at her to like pay attention to the thing.
Oh, where's Tobias?
I think Tobias is probably on Lemris's shoulder.
Okay.
Because it looks more like the person who would have a hawk on his shoulder.
Right. And there's nothing. It's just head empty.
Lewis,
And
I put my
empty,
hand on
full
your
of me
shoulder.
music.
Lewis, I put my hand on your shoulder. We zoom into Tobias's head, and the me music changes into What's New Pussycat.
Yes.
Because the thing about What's New Pussycat.
And the sigh of relief swept through the tent.
I think at that moment, the curtain of beads on the opposite end outside of the room opens up, and a small child steps out.
Did you draw him?
Yeah. He's wearing.
Are you clicking around?
Yeah, I'm getting arts. Courtesy of Jade, actually.
Oh god.
He wears a small white suit with a large, like, blonde, like, pompadour, just giant, I don't even know, just big hair. But the most important part, and a big hat, and the most important part of his outfit, though, which is actually not in this art, but is there currently, is this small little amulet tied around his neck. A small teal amulet.
Putting my head in my hands.
Is that a Doug Dimmadome outfit? Jade, is that a pecking Doug Dimmadome outfit?
Yes!
Awful, thank you.
And he's okay, first off, this man is like 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet maybe. That the half is like his hair. He walks up to this little child and he's like, "Well, I was wondering when you three would show up. Come in." And he like opens up the
you
curtain.
knew we were coming? Oh my gosh, Lenny, you knew we were coming.
Well, that is kind of my job. I am a psychic.
Oh.
Hold on. I think Tobias wants to test him, and it's just like, oh, he's got a weird thing on his shoulder in his spine.
Okay. Wait, say that again. I don't think I heard you properly.
Okay, Tobias wants to test Ezekiel, and it's just because he's a bird. He's like, can you read even animals' mind? And so he just like looks at the shoulder and is like, oh, this guy got a thing on there.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let me... this is a good question. I think he, like... he doesn't react, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But he opens the curtain for you and, like, holds it and, like, invites you, and he's like, well, don't just stand there. I mean, don't you want to see what kind of things I have hiding in here?
Look at me, baby boy. He's just still thinking of that, like, bitch, I'm testing your mind. Can you read my thoughts?
I think at that, he, like, looks a little confused. You can see him, like, furrow his eyebrows a little before shaking up and just, it's like, you know, just trying to not give anything away, but yeah, that worked.
I see through you!
I see through
He's ignoring you.
Tobias is being a nuffle bird.
Yep.
Absolute cryptid.
Yep. Bastard bird, what do we
Amazing.
expect?
Meanwhile, Prim is just leaning into the act and just basically full California tourist.
Oh my gosh, I've seen them
Just
before.
like going
They exist.
inside.
Yeah. Inside of this room is a little bit larger than you'd expect considering the outside of the tent, but there's a small table in the center, and there's 3 stools positioned on the side that you are entering from. They look pretty comfy, but Ezekiel, like, once you roll her in, he walks over behind the table and steps up onto an apple box on the other side so that he's kind of level with, he can actually see over the table, and leans over it, and just smiles at you, like, so, what can I do for y'all? Fortune-telling, thought-reading, secret unveiling? And he kind of looks at the 3 of you with almost, like, a little smirk. It's like, he's just this, like, little child, but he looks extremely, like, sly and, like, slimy. This little slimy kid.
You know, myself,
Insight.
like,
To see if Primrose can even clock the slyness of it. 9. No.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll insight for Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna roll for Salt. He's been around Crackle John enough.
That is a 5. It doesn't stop Tobias from being a little shit.
Okay.
You're saying the most cryptic shit in his mind.
I need to, like, make a wisdom save, I feel like, at this point, for Ezekiel, and just see, Okay, he's okay.
18. Ooh.
Marcel's just like, wow, you seriously can read minds? Can you even read animal minds?
Well,
Tobias still saying the cryptic shit.
he, like, stops at this a little bit, and he just kind of, like, well, I mean, that's, yeah, I think it depends on the creature.
He says Tobias says a random date and hour.
Can you read our beautiful, like, Hawk's voice? And, like, so, like, you know that, like, a cat owner that would, like, hold out their cat to, like, a cat whisper, like, channeling this energy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like, Ezekiel, and, like, cause his disguise does have open eyes in the design, like, just, like, flowers floating around his head, his eyes are, like, glittering, like, ooh, what is our little hockey, like, thinking of us?
Yeah, he's gonna, like,
Wanna know what Tobias says?
yeah, he's gonna, like, lean forward and make this, like, dramatic, like, puts hands up to head, like, oh, I'm getting something. What do you say?
Tobias looks directly into his eyes and says, 26th of July 2024 at 9 p.m.
You were found dead in a ditch somewhere.
He doesn't say anything else, just that.
Just a date!
Ezekiel was like, Oh, well, I do believe your bird is saying some sort of message. What? July 26th, 2024, I believe it was, at 9 p.m. Do you know what that date is?
Watch your
Oh,
back.
it's the date. It's the date we got him. How sweet.
He's like squinting at the bird. Well,
There's just a little watch your back.
concerned. There's just a moment of like
He's
concerned
just having
face.
fun. He's just having fun.
It's perfect.
He's just a dumb bird. There's nothing to think about it other than
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, well, I don't believe I introduced myself. I'm little Ezekiel, and as I helped you with your bird here, you can see I'm actually a psychic. So, again, what kind of reading do y'all want me to do for you today? I mean, I should know, but
What kind of fortunes can you do? Like, oh gosh, can you tell me about like my love life or like
it's pretty fine
like,
from
list-
here.
Oh, your love. Oh, your love life. Oh, do you have someone else you're not telling me about? Oh,
No, I didn't mean it like that, Lemmy, sweetie. I just
No, I get it. I understand. I love you so much. I love you so much.
wait, no, I didn't know.
All right, calm down. You both have a very good future in your hands. But I guess I just have to ask, what are you really doing here?
And Mersel just kind of tilts his head, and genuinely, like he kind of like forgot about what they came here for because he was so focused on like.
I mean, that was the idea.
Yeah, so the confusion is genuine here. I'm here on a date with my girlfriend, and he kisses like Primrose's cheek.
Immediate
And-
hearts.
And your pet bird, who isn't actually a bird, right?
And Tobias is just thinking a bunch of weird shit in the other room. Like, he's actually, like, genuinely thinking bird thoughts. Like, I'm hungry, there's weird shit in the other room, this weird shit looks funny.
Is Tobias still in the other room?
No, he's on Mersel's shoulder.
Oh, he's just thinking about, right.
Yeah, he was just thinking about the stuff. Like,
Right.
listen, I am a person who is very used to thinking about a random shit all the fucking time. Tobias does that on the regular.
Great.
This is not new for him.
This is perfect for him.
This is perfect.
Great.
Yeah, Mersel just kind of blinks and is like, "Of course, silly. Like our hawk isn't just like a dumb little bird. He's his own person, and we love him so much."
Well, you see, the thing about that is that I
Tobias
normally-
in his brain scritches. Give me scritches. Lemra scritches.
he seems like he wants some attention, if you know what I mean.
Hilda, and he starts cracking up.
I'm a good bird.
God, I can't believe like the dramatic reveal flopped a little because this is just are no brain cells right now.
Tobias is an actor. He is now in the mindset of I am a pet. I am a bird. I am so good at this.
Honestly, even being a little shit is in character. He's a hawk.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You still say cryptic shit from time to time, but other than that, he's having normal bird thoughts.
Right, you know, bird thoughts, like you do.
Yeah, bird thoughts about wanting to eat seeds, and also that he saw a mouse earlier.
Yeah, but I think Sel's just gonna like look back at like this guy and just be like, "Oh, you mentioned that you do fortune telling?
I sure do. What would you like to know? Anything specific or just a general reading?
General reading. I don't think I've ever gone to fortune tellers before. Oh, Primmy, this is so exciting!
God.
Yeah, he goes, all right, and he like starts rubbing his hands together, and he does a little wiggle with his fingers, and And he's like, okay, now just hold on there. And he begins to rise up. And you could actually see the amulet itself is letting off a faint glow. And suddenly,
yes, the amulet, the yellow tie that he's wearing with no amulet to be seen.
hey, it's
Shush.
It's fine.
don't look at the Jay didn't have time to draw the amulet. It's okay.
It's fine. It's cool as hell.
It's okay, Jay. We love you. Yeah, and he kind of like raises up, and the lights in this room, the lanterns that were hanging from this room, it's pretty good, like ambiance, actually flicker and start to dim. And he just goes, I'm getting something. You! And like he points directly at Mersel. You've dealt with things beyond your grasp. You don't know what you're getting into.
Oh no, I'm scared. And he hugs Primrose.
Oh my gosh.
God.
And he kind of like lifts up even higher, and then just there's something else I'm getting. There's purple. You know him. You know him, don't you? And he stares.
The color? The color? I mean, I know the color purple.
No. I don't mean no regular purple. I mean the square guy. You know. The purple guy.
No.
Is that
That's a
deception? Oh my gosh.
I heard the purple guy, and immediately in my head, I got
No.
the snaps.
No! I can't believe this.
The slaughter.
Mersel, I feel like the only reason he rolled a 24 is because his brain kind of blue screened in the. I've known so many like guys who wear purple that like my brain just like completely crashed like a Windows Vista for a second.
My gosh.
That's a 24 in deception though.
Yeah. I think he actually like the lights come back up higher and he floats back down. He's like, and you Miss Pink. What? That's fine. Miss Pink, you seem, fine. You're gonna have a fine future. Now, will y'all folks just go ahead and, take your leave, and don't forget to drop that money in that bin, otherwise, I'm gonna have to arrest you for that.
Can I do something, Chloe?
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Also,
Wait,
obviously, you...
you posted
So-
something.
I tried to send that before like the seeing the future thing was done, but it was too late.
I mean, you could roll something to see if it actually went off before like Ezekiel floated back down.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Okay.
Can you roll a sleight of hand for me, actually?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, sleight of hand.
It's
Okay.
fine. For sure.
It's loaded. Give it a sec.
Knock on wood.
It's still loading.
The dice-
Hold on, I'm gonna send it through my phone. Sometimes my laptop lags too much for it to send through quickly.
I bet you see
I have done the
something.
same thing. Yeah.
No! That's not great!
22. Wait, no, 22.
Well,
No, oh no.
That was
first
the
one was
one
13,
from the
though.
computer.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Wait,
Um,
could I? Wait,
mhm.
could I use a luck point to give you advantage?
I think you can on other
Is that how luck points work? Hold on.
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know. I know I've done it before in other games, so it's usually up to the Toontown again.
Hmm.
No, it's not
You-
from the feed. It's from his patron.
Right. I mean,
But like, even if the luck point doesn't work, maybe I can use the the help action
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can try that.
because I
It
wanted to
says
do a thing.
for lucky points specifically, it says you have 3 luck points. When you make an attack roll, an
Yeah.
ability check, or a saving throw, you can spend
Mhm.
1 luck point to roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend 1 of your luck points after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you.
Okay.
I
Okay,
will-
that makes
So
sense.
it has to be affecting
Yeah, it
you,
has to be
not
Mersel,
something
yeah.
involving Prim.
Yeah. I mean,
I can-
Tobias, you want to try something now?
I wanted to try something. I'm looking at Tobias' spells.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Oh,
Bardic
boy.
Inspiration.
He does have bardic inspiration.
Well, he
That's
would have had
right.
to give that
wasn't the one.
beforehand, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
And
But
you
I can
also
do
are not
something right
communicating
now.
with each other, so there has to be like some
Yeah.
sort of.
and I can do something right now, which is Tobias has the spell Detect Thoughts.
Ooh,
Mhm.
perfect.
So what if he casts it on Ezekiel, and then the only thoughts that he himself has is he just repeats the thoughts of Ezekiel in his mind.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
That's creepy
Uh-huh.
as shit.
What do I have to roll for that?
You don't roll anything actually. Hold on, I'm looking.
What happened?
For the duration, you can hear thoughts.
Like surface thoughts, I think.
Yeah,
and
right.
then if you wanted to probe
Visual-
deeper, it would.
As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. But if he stays on the surface level,
Right. Okay.
he just knows.
Okay. Perfect. You can totally cast this. I'm also gonna ask you to roll
Mhm.
another d10 because you're casting a
Yeah.
spell.
6.
Okay. All right. You're fine.
So he just repeats the thoughts of Ezekiel to throw him off.
Yeah.
Like
Because
distraction.
he's been cryptic all this time, and now he's repeating his thoughts.
Yeah. He's not gonna like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's. If you want to know, he's just thinking like these three are up to stuff. I need to get them out of here. I don't like their vibes. I know that this one is.
Would you say that Ezekiel is like distracted by Tobias right now?
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah, that's
still,
what
regardless,
Tobias
Prim got a 13. I don't know if that can be saved.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're
well,
trying.
I
Yeah.
kind of assumed like the sleight of hand failed, but because it's above a 10, Ezekiel still didn't notice.
Yeah, I would let that slide. I would say that it was a 13, so it's above a 12. Which so it didn't work necessarily. You didn't get the amulet, but he also didn't notice you trying to take it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can Mersel do a sleight of hand?
With mage hand or like straight up just actually sleight of hand?
Like, God. No, yeah, he doesn't have mage hand. I forgot. He has prestidigitation.
I mean, you could just go up to him and like try to do something. I'm not gonna stop you. He seems pretty distracted right now.
Actually, I'm gonna do something real quick. Can I write off the 24 deception I did earlier?
Yes, I will say that was recent enough that it's probably fine.
Okay, so Marcel stands up and he intentionally like puts pressure on the back of his boot so that his heel buckles,
Oh my gosh.
and it buckles, and he kind of like is sent like tumbling and sorry, and he like falls straight onto the heel.
And
Okay.
Tobias is still doing the detect thought, so still bothering Ezekiel with that.
Right. Okay.
Because if it runs out, it's for 1 minute, and if it runs out, it's just gonna cast it again.
Can you
But I
make
can
a
roll
sleight
the
of hand
d10
for
again.
me? If you're gonna try to take
Alright.
it. And I will
Hold
say
on, let me-
you can take it at advantage. Because
Mhm.
he's distracted.
He already has
Uh-huh.
advantage on gambit gloves though.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then you're fine.
Oh,
Good.
I got
Whoa.
the
Good, you have advantage.
Like-
Oh
I'm using a luck point. This this is getting
Please.
That was a
like, this is
nat 1,
mean.
and then an 8, and now a 10!
Oh,
Vamp, I'm so sorry!
this is
Okay,
going bad.
I'm
Yeah,
just so sad. Like, God, the dice has been.
the dice have been
Yeah.
so mean to you. It's okay,
Dice
you
want
can
us
have
to fight.
redemption,
The
because...
dice want us to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dice want you to fight, because, at this point, he, puts a hand over the amulet immediately and steps back and just goes, oh, okay, no, I prefer if you don't touch me with that, and frankly, I don't like any of your attitudes that much, especially if you're trying to nick stuff off me, so, I suggest you
That's good.
leave, or else I'll have to make you.
Okay, I guess we have to leave and shake on it though, and Saul kind of reaches a hand out.
Oh, he's rolling
I
inside
mean,
on that.
I'd hate to like come out of this like I'd hate to come out of this on bad terms.
Deception, Mersel, deception.
Oh my gosh, you still managed to
Fuck
beat him.
yeah.
Great.
Mm.
He's still just like trying to figure out what's going on in his head, and so he's like, so his charisma gets the best of him, and he goes out and shakes your hand.
And charm person.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Make a
Okay.
wisdom.
Okay.
oh.
He's got good in
Okay.
that. Oh no!
Fail.
Yay!
Oh no!
That fails.
Okay.
This is great.
This is fantastic. It's like, so what else can I do for y'all today?
Oh, do you mind if I take just a small look at your amulet? I'm just really curious about it.
Oh yeah, it is mighty powerful, isn't it? And he like stands there with his hands on his hips, and he just lets you reach out.
God.
Like, get a closer look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cell's gonna take a closer look and gonna try and slide of hand again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Oh my
he has
gosh.
advantage.
Yeah.
God, this is wonderful.
18. Okay. So I think like what he does is like he takes a closer look at it, and simultaneously as he sleights of hand, he casts like minor illusion to make it seem like the amulet is still there, even
At
as
the
he
same
casts it.
time, Primrose is gonna cast Prestidigitation to make like a small trinket. That's
Mhm.
basically the basically like a copy of the necklace, so that there can at least be some weight to the illusion.
Mhm.
Oh good.
God.
So-
Just basically pass it off to Mersel, have Mersel do a swap.
Yeah,
Perfect.
working together.
Working together.
And Ursula kind of like tucks like the amulet into his hammer space so that even if things go bad, like it will still be fine. And
Mhm.
goes, yeah, and we probably shouldn't take up even more of your time. Would you be willing to see us out, sir?
Oh, don't mind if I do. I mean, you are esteemed guests here. You always are welcome back. And he like starts walking you toward the entrance and holds the curtain open again for you. He's like, come back anytime.
Thank you. You've been a wonderful host.
Oh, my pleasure. I mean, it's what I do. You know me. Tell all your friends. Tell your friends to come see Lil Ezekiel.
Oh,
Tobias
absolutely.
is still being cryptic because he doesn't want to lose the character.
Mersel whispers to Prim and Tobias, this spell only has a 30 feet radius, so as soon as we're out of the tent, either disguise yourself as something completely different, or
Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you. And like Primrose is has her wand actually, and she's prepared to cast fly.
Oh my gosh.
God.
and I think that's actually why Saul asked if he would take them to the entrance, because that keeps
Yeah,
him
so that
within
he
the 30
stays
feet.
in the radius.
Mhm.
Yeah, for as long as possible. And so like so he's like he's shaking hands, and then the moment like Ezekiel turns his back, he's just like, come on, Prim, come on. And he,
Primrose is casting fly at 4th level because she's those are her warlock spell levels, and which can target herself and Mersel.
Amazing. And
Tobias
then
is just gonna fly. It's
And how Primrose's fly spell is flavored is that they get wings that match the character.
wings.
So
Yes,
Primrose gets really big stained glass dragonfly looking wings.
Yeah, and Mersel actually takes the moment to change like his disguised self. So he changes it from what he was wearing to something else nondescript, someone with like brown hair and blue eyes probably, and like immediately goes. He's going. He's dashing as an action and bonus action because he's a really
Yeah.
big.
And Primrose is not as fast, but she's still going.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, Primrose is gonna go in a different direction.
ooh.
Tobias is probably gonna follow Primrose.
Yeah. I mean, this works. I mean, you have successfully, I mean, as soon as the charm is off, I think you guys hear a hold on, let me think just a half second. What would he yell?
Big yelling.
Yeah, there's definitely a yell. Just like, oh, you don't know what you're getting yourselves into! Come back here!
Yeah, no, Mersel has 180 feet of movement per
Yeah.
turn right now.
There is no way you are getting caught. You've successfully escaped Lil Ezekiel.
Primrose loudly, "Bye, loser!"
Perfect.
God.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's great. Amazing.
God, charm person. Mersel, God, Mersel is, yeah, Mersel, that's a spell Mersel knows and rarely uses because most of the time it's already, like, gone down to fist fighting, basically.
Mhm.
And it
That's-
worked.
It was great. It was the perfect thing. My whole thing with that was like either you're gonna fight him or you're gonna come up with a clever way to steal it, and that was a clever way to steal it, and I'm proud of you. You've solved
Actually,
my
can
psychic puzzle. Yeah?
Actually, can I ask something real quick?
Mhm.
Would I be able to roll a history for something to see if Mersel grabbed the page on the way out?
Yeah.
Grab the page. That would be a whole other
I mean,
series
the
of.
guy was still charmed at the time.
Yeah,
so
if you wanted
I
to,
figured,
you
like,
could. He probably wouldn't
We've
stop
already
you.
left, and we didn't think about it then. It doesn't seem fair.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll delete it. It was me who forgot about the page entirely.
That's fair. I
That's
think
okay.
like
I will tell you
they-
there might be another chance. Someday.
Mhm.
Eventually.
the trio
Ominous?
was
That's
the
so
trio was
ominous.
also really focused on their own mission with the amulets
Amulet.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
and
we got
wanting to
that.
get out of there.
But you know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're gonna meet up at the empty field.
Yeah.
Cell gets there first because he 180 feet of movement.
Yeah, Primrose is actually very purposely taking her sweet time. She did the "see you later, loser" kind of as a try to get focus on her, and then she's purposely been flying in random patterns throughout the city to like basically lose people.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
if anybody is following them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Perfect. So
and then once she actually goes for like the full 10 minutes and touches down on a rooftop when the spell finally wears out, and then she's basically going to go on foot in a different disguise.
so good. You guys are so good at sneaking into places. It's a little scary, actually.
Listen, Primrose has gotten a few tips from Charlie.
Valid.
Especially after their last heist they did with Charlie. She has been learning a little bit at
Oh
least.
yeah, taking notes for sure.
And Tobias is with Primrose, but he's gonna follow her from a distance while flying to not
Wait,
ruin her
wait.
disguise.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
I'm rolling. 8, okay. Tobias, you now have a teeny tiny cowboy hat as a disguise.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, it is me, the engineer.
Help!
Eat these meat.
That's absolutely definitely a Scottish accent. Thanks, Lewis.
No problem. I didn't even try.
Oh my gosh. This is so good, you guys. I love this so much.
Nemesis.
Yeah, I think when you get back to the field, Lena's actually like there, with like a lot of birds. I mean, okay, I say a lot. There's probably more like 5. It's not like a huge amount, but there's definitely, a good number. And
One
there's
of
like,
them's an eagle.
yeah,
So
yeah. There's like an eagle, there's a falcon, there's another hawk, there's an osprey, and probably a kite too. Yeah, and so she's just standing there when as soon as she sees, Mercel's first. So as soon as she sees Mersel, she's like, "Oh, did you get it? Okay, did you get it? Can I see?" She like bounces a little.
Yes, of course, give me a second. Yeah, okay, hammer space roll. He takes out the amulet.
She is just, she's so impressed. First off, she's very impressed. And like cups her hands out and like to see if she can take it. She's a little hesitant because this doesn't feel real.
He gives it to her.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And he's actually like, you probably should put it in your hammer space immediately, though. Oh, just to be safe.
You're so right. Yeah, it's, and she's like taking a moment to examine it and make sure it's like, the right
actual
one.
thing.
Yeah. And she does the whole, she actually like, she sniffs it and like, and she puts it up to her ear and then like nods. She's like, "All right, yep, that's it. I can't believe you got it." Yeah, I think the rest of you probably also arrived at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I can't thank you enough. Okay, well, a deal's a deal. So if you really want to, I guess all these birds can follow you, or I can, come by later. I don't really want to I don't really want to show my face. I don't want him to know that it was me. But basically, you're looking for a laundromat at the end of town. It's not too far from here, really, but you'll know it's the right one if the T at the end of the sign is falling down. So if you go inside, there should be someone working there, and you can tell the attendant that you need your clothes drier than the warm desert.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Primrose will give 2 little pats.
It was really nice to meet you guys. Thank you for the brownies too, Mr. What was your name?
Oh, my name's Mersel.
Mr. Mersel. They were delicious. I need to find your recipe. Anyway.
Do you wanna... God, I'm trying to remember if Einquell has bones. It's been so long since I played Toonkind D&D, I don't remember.
I feel like at this point yeah, probably.
I'm gonna say yes, but like Mersel only has like one of those really clunky flip phones.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I remember.
Some dumb.
I remember I said as a gag, Primrose has like one of those really old-fashioned big cell phones with like the really big antenna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
I think Sel's just like, are you sure you'll be okay? I'm pretty sure that kid's gonna go nosing around for where his amulet went, and are you sure you and your mom will be okay when he goes and investigate?
Oh, well, did you tell him it was me?
No, we completely just robbed him blind.
Oh, you're brilliant. Okay, I don't think he'll know.
Regardless, sweetheart, you and your mom need to get somewhere else, okay? Just in case.
Right, yeah.
He is still going to go investigate them.
Okay,
And considering you were the previous owners, you will probably be suspected as well.
So, skip town.
she nods, she's like,
At least for a while.
got it. Yeah, no, that's perfect, because really it was the main thing holding us here anyway, so, oh, she's gonna be so happy. I will. I'll go see her, and we'll make sure to get far, far away from here. Oh, that little monster will never find us again. If I ever see his face, I swear I'll punch it in.
And second thing, and so like kind of like smiles at her. Do you mind if we keep in contact? I'd love to check in on you and your mom once in a while, just to make sure that he hasn't tried anything.
Oh, she just, like, heart melt, looks at you.
Oh.
It's like, I mean, I suppose if you'd like, I'm not opposed to it. Are you sure?
I'm sure, and I can give you more of my recipes. You haven't even tried my cakes yet.
Oh, that's a very
I
good
have
point.
it on good. I have it on good authority that they're to die for, and he's looking over at Primrose.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I also, like, Tobias is also going to tell her that if she ever, like, at any points, for whatever reason, wants to do shit to Ezekiel, that she should probably do it on the 26th of July 2024.
She like is very confused by that, because I'm assuming it's translated for her. She's just like,
Just to mess with him.
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'll take your word for it, and by that point, maybe I'll have my assassin's badge, my license.
Yeah, like yeah. I'm just looking at Marcel's chaotic kid, and who's like, as long as you don't try assassinating him or his friends, he's chill.
She like nods.
Maybe keep the fact that you're trying to be an assassin on the down low, especially when you're in public. Okay, sweetheart?
Are assassins cool? Isn't that like a cool thing to be an assassin?
Yes, but
Yes,
if everyone
but
knows that
also-
you're an assassin, nobody will want to hire you, because everybody will know that you are here to kill.
She like thinks about this for a moment. She's like, oh, no, I think you do make a good point. Maybe I should go in the bounty hunting business. That's sort of similar.
Oh, bounty hunting business.
Similar.
Like Mersel speaks out. Oh, bounty hunting business is less cloak and dagger like, though. You can be as public as you want about the fact that you're hunting down criminals.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose, I do like my cloak, but, it'd be nice to jump
You
in
can
and be all cool.
You can keep the aesthetic as much as you want, but you don't have to be as secret with being a bounty hunter.
I love the fact that the whole Star Trio is enabling her so much.
Yeah, me too! She's like in deep thought. She's like rerouting her future career in her mind based off of this. She's like, okay, you three have helped me a lot. I really can't thank you enough. I don't really know what else to say. And she's given her contact information to Mersel, but also just like, she's just looking at the three of you with the like brightest, happiest eyes you've seen on her ever since you met her.
And Sol just kind of like pats her on the head and is just like, well, why don't you go off then and go back to your mom? I'm sure she's worried at this point.
She literally does a like little skippy hop thing, and if you could see under her cloak, her tail would wag a little, and she's just like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. Oh, she's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be so proud. I'm gonna tell her that I met you. Oh, okay, right. I'm going now. It's nice to meet you. And she starts like running off. Oh,
one more thing. Primrose is gonna pull out a little pen and paper from Hammerspace, quickly do like a little autograph thing, and then hand it over.
So that our mom will believe her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to ask.
Tobias is just like, I won't give you an autograph, but...
Primrose just does a little wink and says, sorry for biting you. Alright, go on.
I would, there's no one else I'd rather be bit by. So,
funny as shit.
Amazing.
She tucks into the text piece of paper into her hand and she's like, "Thank you." And she runs off, and there's just like a bunch of birds looking up at you.
All right. We should probably head over to the lab then. He looks at the birds. The birds look at. I don't suppose you guys can fly? I mean, I can probably carry you all if it comes to that, but that's a lot less
I can
inconspicuous.
ditch y'all.
They all kind of look at each other. One of them's like, "Well, I've learned to fly before, but it's a little different like this." And the other one's like, "I tried." And like, you can see they actually have like a few feathers on their face that were ruffled up because they fell on their face.
Aw.
Okay, flying lessons.
Flying
Come here,
lessons.
everyone.
Montage
Right.
time.
Yep.
It's a teaching
Anyone-
montage.
Anyone that doesn't want to fly, Primrose will offer to carry.
Aw.
Yeah, I think the little one that you met earlier is there, the peregrine, and she's like, she kind of looks at you and she's like nervous. She's like, I don't know. Do you think can I hop on your shoulder or something?
Sweetheart.
Go on right ahead. And Primrose will bend down so that little
Aw.
falcon can hop up.
Yeah, she hops up. It's very cute. Wonderful. So yeah, montage. They learn to fly. It's a fantastic time. You all go to find this said laundromat, which I guess is something. It's kind of shabby. You can recognize it because it just says laundromat on it, and the T at the end is falling off, just like Lena said. And there's literally, it's open. There's lights on. There's someone, there's a gal working the help desk, but there's no one else in here. And honestly, she's just leaning up onto the desk, and she looks half asleep.
Well, there was the whole thing of going up to the front and being like, "Hey, I need my clothes drier than the worn desk."
Yeah. You gonna do it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. I mean, you say that to her, she's just like, sleepily looks up. Just, oh, you'll want to use the dryer over there then. And she points to one of the dryers near the far corner that looks normal, but then looks like back at you and just, are you sure you want to dry your clothes that much?
Yes.
Okay. Just, don't make a big commotion out of it. I had enough busyness today already.
God, hold on, let me
Alright.
do something real
Just-
quick.
So-
I think Mersel just takes off his hat and is just like, "Do you want a drink or something? I have I can give you a nice cool glass of juice."
Oh, she's like, honestly, normally I would refuse politely, but I am in desperate need, and she just takes it.
Yeah, he gave her a huge, a very tall, cold glass of orange juice.
Oh, good. She downs like the whole thing. She's just like,
Good.
thank you. Yeah, just right over there. He'll figure it out.
You should probably take a break soon. You look quite dead on your feet.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, and glad that these birds were finally delivered, though. That shipment was very important to him, so yeah.
Voice cringe a little.
Do you know where he is right now?
I mean, he should be in there. I don't know, though. I think he came out.
Primrose, who is already at the dryer to go see how to do it.
You want to roll investigation for me?
Yes.
Prim's favorite thing.
I
9.
will roll 2. Don't worry, I'm coming.
I will roll 2. Actually, can I roll Arcana instead?
Investigation.
I don't know this
Can I
name,
actually
I'm
roll
sorry.
Arcana instead, since
Yeah,
this
you
is a
can
magic?
try. Okay, but I don't think you'll need to. Because Tobias got a nat 20. Like it's probably the hawk vision. It's probably the like sharp bird eye or whatever. Because you like barely get close to it, and you can just the first thing that stands out to you is that this knob for all the settings on the dryer. There's one that just says villain mode.
Oh, Gil would love that.
Villain
would.
mode. Oh my god.
Points
The
at
deeper they get into
Primrose.
this, the more uncomfortable Primrose is getting.
Oh, sweetheart. It's
Okay.
not his foolish
Primrose.
still, it's okay.
Primrose sighing as she goes to twist the knob.
Nothing happens
It's
when
so
you
funny,
twist
so
it, but there
normal.
is a bright flashing start button.
Primrose pinching the bridge for nose as she pushes the button with her other hand.
To your surprise, the door swings open, and the back of the dryer also swings open. It's a cute to crawl through it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Primrose will just very carefully take all the birds that are maybe or may not be with her off her shoulders, gently place them behind her, and she'll lead the way.
Alright. Yeah, all the birds follow. Everyone follows. You crawl out into a small, dimly lit room with a singular door, a regular sized door. It almost looks like a lobby. It has there's actually lobby music playing. There's photos and frames hung around the walls like you do. There's a chair. There's a few plain green plants and planters in the corners. And the door has a plaque that reads Dr. Terrible's Laboratory.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my gosh. Oh my
Hate
gosh.
that.
Terrible. Oh my gosh, Chloe.
I do not
Is this a
I do
Dr. Horrible?
Yes.
Maybe?
I
Yes.
do not get the reference, so the sign can't stop
Hold
me because
on.
I can't read.
Okay.
We'll fix that later, fam.
Mersel is just like, oh, wow, that name's a little on the nose, isn't it?
A bit.
There we go.
There is a
Of course.
keypad above the handle. There's a thank you. Yeah, there's actually the handle of the door has a keyhole below it, but then there's also a panel above it that has a little keypad, and then except for numbers, it has 4 colored buttons. There's red, yellow, green, and blue. And there's 3 blank input spots on the screen above it.
Oh man. Primrose is looking at this and her head is already spinning.
You are welcome to make a
Gosh.
perception check to see if you can see anything else in the room.
Sure.
But also, what
Tobias
is
is gonna take a little bit of fight also to take a look.
4 from Primrose.
Oh my gosh.
Perception.
She's just
Wrong.
staring at the keypad.
Just stares.
Like she's trying to will it to
13.
input the password itself.
Yeah. And then, Tobias, I think you noticed that, the photos around the walls, there's 4 of them. And there's, one of a sky, one of a fish, one of a canary, and one of a fern. And they all seem to have a mighty, large amount of colors that relate to the ones on the keypad. And Mersel, you catch all this. You also catch that one of the planters looks like it's been moved a little bit. They're not perfectly placed symmetrical. But that's definitely not where it should be.
God. What kind of villain night out is this?
That's a good question.
It is a very good question. I think Tobias is mostly taking care of the other birds.
Good.
I'm sorry, I zoned out. Can someone repeat just what was
I
that?
love you so much,
I
Vamp.
love you. Yeah, there's 4 paintings around the room. One of them is each of the colors. It's a picture of, so there's a blue sky, there's a red fish, there's a yellow bird, and there is a green fern. And they're in that order, kind of around the room, from left to right.
Alright, so can Mersel input this?
Yes. However, the input only has 3 spaces.
So you can only put in
3 colors.
like
She also
Mm-hmm.
You also said that there was a plant that wasn't exactly where it should be.
Yeah, one of the planters, like, they're kind of supposed to be placed symmetrical on either side of the door. One of them has definitely been, like, bumped into or shifted recently.
Mersel's gonna shift that.
If you move, you're gonna move the plant?
Yeah.
Under the plant, is a key and a little piece of paper.
Oh my gosh.
Mersel's gonna read the piece of paper.
It says damp. Please remember to put the spare key back after you use it this time. I had a horrible run-in with some wannabe heroes breaking in, and it was little more than embarrassing. Worst regards, Dr. Terrible.
God.
I think Mersel is like, you know that anime, like a wind like blows by in the background with a stray leaf and a sweater.
Yeah!
But anyway, he's gonna use the key.
Yeah! It unlocks the door!
And because he is a polite boy, he shall put the key back and enter back on top of the key with the
Primrose has been staring at that keypad the whole time and only notices that it's open when someone addresses her.
Primrose, sweetheart.
Alright, we should probably go in.
Yeah. The large... So, this door opens with a revealing a pretty cliche mad science lab. There are workbenches and tables covered with tools and blueprints and beakers with, like, you know, various colors of liquids in them. There's weird contraptions and bubbling containers on top of Bunsen burners. On one side of the room, there's an, like, overly large fabric chair. Like, someone casted in large on it to make it feel more, like...
Imposing.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a table to the right of it with what appears to be like a laptop resting there. It's open. And then there's a door on the opposite end of the room is closed, and you don't see anyone in here.
Can they roll investigation to see if they can find what can reverse the changes?
Hello? Primrose handed me that and I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not funny.
That's a nat 20.
Oh god.
Funny
Hold
investigation.
on, I'm
Okay.
rolling investigation too. 6. That's not one.
Beautiful.
Tobias is taking care of the birds.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mersel, you actually immediately spot a large, like, ray gun looking contraption that sits on the table with a label on it that reads Pray Ray.
Ray. God.
Beside
Pray.
yeah. Beside it, there's, like, a science experiment in process with, like, lots of little vials and some notes and, like, something's currently burning and bubbling. And then the laptop, if you look around for there, the laptop actually has, like, a video recording on it that's, like, in the middle of being edited and trimmed. And it's just kind of sitting there. Paused.
And Mercel's kind of play the recording.
Okay. So you hit play, and you can see a red UPA in tune that has a kind of a sciencey outfit, sits in the room that you're standing in, addressing the camera, and he's just, so, Ray didn't go quite as planned. I found the target the lead sent me pretty easy, but, didn't have time to test the gun first. it was supposed to turn people into prey, you know, so they'd be easier to catch, but instead it just turned a bunch of innocent people into birds of prey, which would be good if I could aim, or if the trigger hadn't been loose. So, unfortunately, kind of made a ginormous mess. I hired someone to try and round up the people caught in the crossfire. Hopefully we can catch them all before someone sues me, or worse, before the League finds out. The target got away, but I have plans to try again tomorrow after some necessary adjustments. If all goes well, there will be an update tomorrow. Thank you for checking in, and I will see you all later. I'm gonna go make some tea. And he starts to get up and the recording stops.
It's for his
Alrighty.
fucking blog.
Yeah!
Oh, alrighty. Is there any, like, within that 20, can Sal, like, at all see anything that might, like, de-bird people?
Yeah, I think with that you realize that the stuff he's been working on right next to the prey ray, that kind of experiment in process, there's like a good chunk of vials that are ready and waiting to be filled with things and capped up, as if like this is to distribute. It's not ready yet though. There's nothing in them. There's just something burning and bubbling, and like it's kind of this pale green. There's lots of like condensation and bubbles in it.
God, this is
there
Mersel.
notes?
God, this is Mersel. He just takes an empty vial. Like, actually, no, he doesn't take an empty vial. He's not gonna, like, mess up this guy's, like, stuff. I think he'll just take... I think he just takes a mug out of his, like, hammer space and, like, kind of dips it into the burning liquid to get, like, a mug full.
Yeah, I would say that
my
that's
gosh.
successful. And actually, right as that happens, there's a sudden yelp followed by a crash. And if you look behind you, standing in the other doorway, it's a blue UPA in Toon that kind of resembles the one in the video, but not. He seems to have, his hair is a lot more curly rather than spiky. He seems to have just dropped a mug of tea, and which is in just pieces on the ground, and he looks utterly horrified that you are here, and he just goes, what, how did you, oh no.
Bird noises.
Yeah.
I feel like Primrose is in a different corner of the lab. She got such a poor roll. She probably got distracted by something. So she says she probably has like a sciencey gadgety thing in her hands, and she just like looks over with like a little blip of, "Oh no, I've been caught."
Perfect. Perfect.
I think Mersel just looks back at Tobias and is just like, could you try and drink this?
I am absolutely terrified. I am
Wait,
risking
wait,
my
wait.
life. Give me that thing.
Wait, no. He's like running forward. Are you gonna drink it?
No.
No!
Yeah, not if the guy says no. Like, he's gonna, like...
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a d2.
Okay!
Just because it's funny. He drinks it.
Oh my god. Well, good.
Because one is always the bad decision.
Yeah! You go to take a sip, and
Take a
There
fucking
is-
sip, babes.
there's nothing. No, it doesn't seem like anything happens. It doesn't seem like
Uh-oh.
anything happens. And then, all of the sudden, you are a lot taller than you just were, and you're back to yourself.
What?
And he's like,
What am I?
you are yourself. You've been turned back. You're fine.
Uh-huh.
I have to roll something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat
that's a
20
20.
strength.
Oh my god.
That's a
That 20 strength.
I think, like, as soon as Toby turns back, like, Sal just, like, casually, like, shifts him up in one hand and then, like carries Toby in, like, a bridal carry and just, like, smiles down at him and winks, like, "Hey there, handsome. Come here often?"
Can't fucking believe this. Do not. No, this is not the time. Don't flirt. Later, he just puts his hand on Mersel's face.
Oh my gosh.
And Sal's just, like, giggling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Primrose, still holding the gadget, is just walking up and giving a wave to the UPA and Toon. That just walked in the door.
He looks
Well,
utterly panicked. Also, I should say I totally forgot to send because I forgot I did like art for this a while ago. Here are the two of them. So there's the red one's the one from the
Oh my
video,
god.
and then the blue one
Oh my gosh.
is the one that just walked in.
Two funky
Amazing.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey, if anyone else wants to turn back, like Mersel still has that mug.
Mhm.
We only took a sip as a hawk. I don't
Yeah.
think like it's finished.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the blue tune that's in there, it just something that's like, wait, at least let it cool down first. I mean, I'm glad that it seems to be safe. How did you get in?
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, honestly.
You figured out my red herring puzzle. Oh.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Red hair. Oh. So the keypad doesn't do anything.
What?
Does it do anything? I don't know.
Did Damp leave the key out again?
No.
No, he didn't, but I found it anyway.
He just puts his head in his hands. Okay.
Rather than putting it underneath the planter, you could just like bury the key in the soil of the planter. It'd be harder to find in that case.
Right, okay.
And like put it in like a fake rock thing.
Just giving advice to this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Mersel used to be a villain, quote unquote villain.
He's like, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I'll do that. I'm so sorry. Are you?
And maybe have like a booby trap that goes off if you don't know about it.
She's lost in her thoughts.
Listen,
Like a net that goes off behind the door.
I have a PhD in terribleness, and he like looks down. He's like, hold on, one moment. And he like runs back into the door, and then the red tune walks back out, and he's like, I have a PhD in terribleness.
And Mersel is just nodding like yes, and he is currently blowing on the burning like mug until it's cool, and he's just like, so anyone else wants to take a sip?
Tobias didn't get burned by that because he's used to
One at a
drinking
One at a
energy
time.
soup.
Yeah,
one at a time, please. I only.
They line up. They line up in this like single file line. There's just these like 5 birds lined up. And they each take a sip. And just one by one poof back into their respective normal forms. It's a good assortment of various tunes. And they're all just like, oh, thank you so much. And they're just like, I'm gonna go now. I need to find my husband. I need to find my girlfriend too. I'll be bye.
Bye.
And they one by one they're taking off, and then like there's one that's more of a a lot younger. It's like a teenager. He looks a little emo, not gonna lie. And he's like, "Sir, you're so cool. Thank you." And then he runs off. And this Dr. Terrible, who we assume is Dr. Terrible, just looks devastated. He's just like, oh god.
So you want to talk about it?
Listen, I'm usually much better about this, and I don't usually expect my victims to walk back in here willingly, so you all should get out.
Oh yeah, of course. Though.
We need some explanations about the whole shebang that happened. Like, what the fuck?
Also, I was wondering about how you even did it. I mean, it looks like you did it using machinery, but when he cast the spell magic on Tobias, it didn't quite take, but it still worked. Did you do a combination of magic and machinery? Is it a different modified version of polymorph?
Yeah, he actually that like gets him going. He starts looking like oh yeah, actually, let me show you. Just here's the blueprints, and he like goes over and like pulls out the thing. It's like I'm actually an artificer, so you know. He looks very proud of himself.
Yeah, Mersel actually wanders over to look at it, and it's just like, yeah, I figured that it must have been a modified version of polymorph, although I theorized that it could have been inspired from a druid's wall shape. The fact that you managed to keep their mental state and faculties intact while they are animals is nothing short of impressive.
Oh, well, that's what I do, you know, being part of the Bad League of Bad. So, you know, it's official. I am licensed. I can go grab my certification if you really need it.
Well, while he was talking, I want to imagine that Primrose has like sneakily like turned on the camera so that like they can. It's like a recording of basically people giving positive feedback to this guy.
That's so sweet. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, no, you're exactly right though. It's inspired by wild shit. I don't know if I've met you. And he turns around and looks at the other two. And he's like, but you.
Mm-hmm.
Primrose is still wearing the hat.
He's looking at directly at Tobias then.
Yeah, Tobias's alter self has dissipated a long time ago,
gone.
so he's not a dog anymore.
He's
not a bird, not a dog.
Did I really hit you?
You sure did.
Oh, gods, I'm so sorry.
It's fine, I'm used to these situations.
Oh god, I hit oh no. You could have been a hawk in the next film, and no one would know it would be all my fault.
I mean, I would have been on par with all the other birds.
I think like Mersel just like hands like the doctor a cookie, like, here, have a cookie, calm down.
He's suspicious of that. He's gonna squint at you like, how do I know?
No, don't worry about it. Mersel gives food to everyone.
Honestly, you can roll a history if you like.
Okay. His history is not
DC
great.
for this one is... Oh, hold on.
Well,
I'd say that's enough just because you recognize Tobias. Also because Tobias is right there and Mersel was with him. You remember that in Calamity Dane and StarCon, there was a person named Mersel credited in the credits as like the studio cook.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
he would remember this. I'm just gonna say, I don't know, he would remember this. He's like, Mersel.
This is so fucking funny.
I'm so glad. He's like, Mersel. And he actually, there is a moment where, because you've given him this cookie and he's like in this fanboy mode, you actually watch him flip around. He's UPA, so he's 2D, and he actually flips the other direction and turns into the blue toon again.
Oh, that's very cool.
And actually, if you look
That's
at his stuff,
amazing.
they're the same colors, it's just different line art. But all the colors are the same shapes. So the silhouette's the same. Yeah. And so he flips around, he's like, I'm so sorry. Anything I can do to make it up for you. If you ever need anything from the League, let me know. Thank you for the cookie. And would it be too weird to ask for you to sign my StarCause poster?
Is he saying this to Tobias or to Mersel?
Both of you! He's looking at both of you!
Mersel kind of like does a double take at that, and it's just like, I mean, I'm not. I mean,
But you worked on it.
I literally just cooked for the people in this video.
There wouldn't be a movie without any cooking. Trust me, I should know. I'll go get it. And Miss, I don't know if I know your name. Oh, I'm Will, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Primrose like without saying anything, just takes off the hat and the sunglasses, like, hi.
He needs to do a win save. Hold on.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
That's a 14. He's okay, but there's a shock. There's actually a moment where he like
just vibrating in place.
his pupils under his glasses like almost completely disappear. They're so small. And he's like sorry, Miss Poodle. Oh my God. God, you're all here.
You're good? You need to sit down, maybe.
Yeah. He walks over into his big chair and sits down in it. It's like double the size it should be for him.
God.
And Mersel is just like going back to looking over the blueprints, and it's just like, man, this really is impressive. You know, my brother's an artificer as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a very skilled artificer. I've seen him make amazing things.
Oh, I mean, I'd love to talk to them. There's a few of us in the league, but it's something that I like to play with and try to make unique. Obviously, that didn't work as planned. And I'm so sorry. I mean, better than you get turned into actual prey, right? If I misfired that, you'd be stuck as like a bunny or something.
I mean, you could always use that thing for something else. I don't know what. Don't ask me. It's still pretty fucking cool.
Tobias and Primrose, roll inside on Mersel for a second.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Is Mersel going insane?
Hold on.
Primrose from Primrose.
That is a 9.
So neither of them noticed. However, Mersel looked disappointed that it didn't turn Tobias into a bunny.
You God, that would be horrible.
I mean, you're looking at the blueprints. You could commit it to memory and make your own.
He wouldn't do that. Like he wouldn't like actually like actively turn his like partners into bunnies. But like
this looks like something Gil would love, actually.
Yeah, no. Mersel's next sentence is literally just, "Oh well, my other brother would also love this kind of stuff."
Huh. Sounds like I ran into the right family member, I guess. Then,
you might have heard of him. His name's Gil Trouble.
Your brother? Can I get his number?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Mersel's just like, this is basically an older brother making a play date for his little brother.
You should probably wait until Mersel tells Gil about it before trying to call Gil, because otherwise he's gonna be...
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
you know where I am. I can also give you my number. If you ever need me for anything.
Yeah, of course. I'm really interested in how you model magic and machines. I'd love to go discuss this more in depth with you sometime.
Oh,
Tobias will be mad, but this is very obviously just a nerd who did this accidentally.
He's actually gonna like look at you and be like, "Oh, by the way, if you have any advice or notes, I would love to take those into account. Maybe I could interview you about your experience." I mean, everyone else kind of left, but interviewing a celebrity, imagine how many hits that would get. Oh.
I mean, I guess.
Well, the only thing I can think of really is be careful with puns and double meanings.
That is a good lesson to learn.
If you make something that has a very, something that it absolutely has to do, make sure that you are very specific about your wording.
Because otherwise you get the tune logic thrown in.
Exactly. I mean,
Don't
I
make
thought
a
prey
prey
was pretty clear, but...
Don't make a prey ray. Make, like, a mouse ray or something.
Yeah, you'd want to be
Tiny
as
mouse
specific
ray.
as possible.
He's like noting this. He's actually like he pulls over up the laptop to go like type on it, and he notices it's been recording.
Sniper.
And he's like
Squeak sniper.
pauses it. And he's like, "Oh, that's accidental. What did you say?"
Squeak sniper. For a mouse
I like
ray.
that. Okay. He like pulls up a like notes doc and he's like writing it down. He's like, That's
Yep.
good. That's
And-
good.
Brainstorming session.
Brainstorming session with Dr. Terrible.
Yeah. That would be a funny thing to leave this off with, though. Like, just a brainstorming session.
God, you know. Wait, Chloe, you know what would be hilarious? If they made like a mouse ray, and then Dr. Terrible is like, I need to test this out on someone, and Sal's just like, I do know of a jerk in the marketplace today that would like stand being turned into a mouse for a bit.
Oh god.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. I think like that's absolutely going to happen. One of the other things I will mention, is if you guys are gonna, talk with him for a bit, one of the things that he notices at one point, is he gets up from the chair and just like, oh, hold on. And he walks over to kind of where you were doing all the stuff with the potions, and from under the counter, he picks up a feather. And it's a blue feather, that looks an awful lot like a UPN feather. One that happened to not get turned back and a part of you. And he looks at you and he's just like, I suppose this belongs to you. Not sure exactly what it does, but it might have something to do with this original spell, so be careful with it.
Oh god, can I turn into a hawk?
So yeah, you can actually use the feather to turn yourself back into a hawk. It's a one-time use thing, so you have this now, but you can do it one more time, and it lasts only an hour. But you have it. As soon as you use it, it'll be used up. It won't transform back with you and stay a feather, but...
This is absolutely incredible. I have no idea when I will use it, because
No idea.
You have said that it is a single use, and I will be too scared to use
that you...
I mean, if you ever need to fly,
Yeah. It will
get
come
away
handy.
fast.
Yeah, I think with that, like, you guys help brainstorm. I love the mouse thing with Ezekiel. That's so good. He will eventually get you all to sign his Star Cause poster.
He would.
And he's
Tobias
very
will
excited
sign
about it.
it. Tobias also agrees on the interview, because at this point, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can FPS that later, maybe.
We can, yes.
Oh my gosh,
God.
that'd be so
Marcel's
good.
in such a good mood. Like, he is in an obnoxiously good mood.
The day has ended well.
Yes,
The
it
day
all
has
comes
ended
back.
well. Yeah, the day has ended well. He's gotten 2 numbers. He probably has a friend to get like Gil, and he got enrichment. Yeah. Although I feel like after everything with the doctor settled and they have left like the place after they're on their way back home, I think he might actually remember that there's something he should tell Obby. He should tell Toby and like Prim.
Yeah.
So like while they're walking, he's just kind of like pauses a bit, and then it's just like, oh right, Toby, Primmy. So I kind of forgot about it because, heat of the moment. We were all kind of busy with doing other things at the time. But,
Right. What did that kid? What was that kid talking about? You met someone?
Mersel kind of considers this. So you remember when I told you, probably back in February, about that one nightmare I had?
Mm-hmm.
And he did tell them. He
Mhm.
did tell them about the Lectrio game. He couldn't have hid that even if he
Yeah.
tried. Yeah. So he was just
Mm.
like, I got distracted. We were distracted with everything, and I didn't remember to take a look at it either. But I saw a page on one of the walls of his tent with a picture of the demon in question on it.
Oh, that's
That. Mm.
I don't like that.
Maybe it'd be best if you don't get near the kid anymore.
I probably won't. I mean, like, I'm probably just not gonna visit this marketplace anymore, and I can meet Dr. Horrible if we do end up meeting up again somewhere else.
Looks
Sure.
at the way Star looks at bottomless heights.
Yeah, and Mercel's, and like, God, the camera cuts out with Mercel saying, like, where else am I gonna be meeting that kid anyway?
Tobias is just like, oh,
Amazing.
you just jinxed yourself.
Marcel making a face, I just did. Well, I will have been.
You are a luck warlock. You should know better, Mersel.
Look, listen, I do not control the plot.
I know
It's
this, and I
true.
love you. Mercel's gonna get a little kiss on the cheek.
And he has little hearts around him, and he's just, I wonder how the mouse kid is doing now.
We can
I'd
find that
rather
out
not
later.
think about
For
it.
now, we've had a busy day. We need calories. Let's go to a fancy place.
And this clothes? Marcel looks down at his clothes.
Well, maybe not a fancy place. Just out somewhere. Someplace with lots of good food. You know?
Mhm.
And again,
I know a cafe nearby that's just open. They have the most wonderful strawberry shortcakes and parfaits.
oh,
Tobias
heck yeah.
does the silly eyes. He does not say anything. He's
pies!
like, oh, I'm
We can
starving.
eat our pies! Wait a second! I got so swept up in everything, I forgot about the pies!
Oh, you could eat those too.
Yeah!
I don't know if you want to eat them now, but I will tell you what they do, and you can have them in your inventory.
Mhm.
Yes, please.
Tobias is just like, no, I want to eat the strawberry shortcake first.
Yeah, so really quick, so the key lime pie, unlocks, if you eat it, it unlocks the mind. So you get an intelligence boost, so you get a +2 to all intelligence rolls for 10 minutes.
oh my
If
gosh.
you throw it, it unlocks any lock that it hits. It casts knock, essentially, because it's a key.
Oh my gosh, that's so good!
Mike, this is all credit to my father, mind you.
This is wonderful.
This is his pie recipe. These are his pie lists. The peanut butter pie, if it's eaten, it's a health boost. So you get basically 2d4 plus 4 health points restored. If it's thrown, it's basically makes the wearer sticky, and so they have half movement speed for 1 minute. And then
Nice.
the mock apple pie, if you eat it, it actually allows you to cast disguise self on yourself because, you know, pretending to be
Oh,
things.
that's great.
The one thing for that is that for certain reasons, any characters with multiple heads are cursed to a 80% failure rate if trying to eat a mock apple pie. And then if the mock
Tobias has only one head.
yeah, you're fine. Other characters may not be. Anyway, if it's thrown, it causes confusion, so it casts confusion on the target.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
Fucking love confusion.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'll send you all
Unless
those in
it's-
DMs later too.
Unless it's casted on me.
Luckily, when you eat it, it's beneficial to you. Yeah,
Thank
That's
you,
so
Chloe, I love
good.
you.
I love this.
I'm so
Mhm.
glad. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That was a very good game, and I had a lot of fun.
Oh, good. Thank you all
Yeah.
for playing so much. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It was such a blast. You all
That
are
was
wonderful. I love
great.
your characters.
Thank you so much again, Chloe.
Yeah. This was so fun. I'm gonna say
You really love putting XPs in your games, huh?
yeah. I mean, I will tell you something. Dr. Terrible was originally an idea for a player character that I had like months and months ago, and then I was like, man, I really need a villain.
Player character
he
too.
probably will be, but I was like, yeah, this is perfect for this villain. Anyway, I'm gonna stop recording, so we'll say goodbye to them. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thank you, listeners.
Bye.
Bye-bye.